Hello.
What?
How you doing? I was you ready to go on? You are on.
Hi, Natalie.
There's nothing I won't do. Anything you want me to. Can't keep my hands off you.
Friday night, Skylar.
When you hold me in your arms, you should not find me with your charms. And I just don't give a damn. My heart beats. I don't see you every day, but in my own little way. Ooh, I love you.
What was outside? It wasn't supposed to be outside.
Oh, it really makes me wanna freak. So sweet, sweet enough to eat. When you hear my little ears, when I sing little tears, heaven feels so good against my heartbeat. Those dark and lonely nights, I wish with all my might to have you. Lying here all alone, I bring here by the phone to have you. Oh, it really makes me wanna breathe. Sweet enough to eat.
Good morning, lovies. Lovies. Thank you, Nikki. Nikki wants us to like. And why wouldn't you? Where the grown two-stepping brothers? Where y'all at? That's what I'm looking for Friday. What is going on with the wig? Look, I'm going to tell you. It was this or 20 more minutes. Now, if you like, if you are gracious enough, if it bothers you to that degree, I get it. Giddy gonna get it. Look, starting the day right. If y'all want, give me 10 minutes and I can go and slick this bad boy back into a little pony. Other
This
than
is
that,
a come as you are. We love you anyway.
oh, thank you. Yeah. You know, yesterday I went into my Scorpio. But I was proud of myself because all right, enough. You either coming or you ain't. Let's do the promo.
Hey, Jonesy. Yeah. Got 2 midnights tip for me.
Hey, Ryan Lane, let's get it.
So real. It's Jonesy in the morning. It's Jonesy. With shade and laughter me.
With the shade and the laughter me.
Come on, somebody. In your car, in a house, on the highway. Jonesy in the flyway. Volume up, it's a party. We can do it again and again. Come on in, tell a friend. start a date. Go and say hi, she on her life. She told me, mouth too slick. Hey, Jonesy in the morning. Gotta tune in, that's tape for me. Girl,
It's giving nighttime.
it's Jonesy in the morning.
Jonesy in the morning.
With shade and laughter, shade and laughter me. Na 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 na.
Jonesy in the morning.
Lovies. Good morning, guys and gals. And for those of you new to the party, I'm Jonesy, and this is Jonesy in the morning, right? Unleashed, actually, after all these years. And so we meet here every morning at 8 a.m. and we talk that talk. And we have a phone number that if you want to talk that talk with us, I got to figure out something with this. I want it like this, but it ain't going. So I'll do under. We have a phone number, and that number's right there, the 9731. And this show is supported and sponsored by Nationwide Bus Charter. Nationwide is a safe transportation company. They don't just specialize in buses. Like, they have sprinters, they have car services, whatever you need, but they do like to specialize in groups. So when I met them, it was because I was talking about the Matawan Huskies, which is a football team my kid used to play on. Shout out to anybody from Matawan, the area that has kids playing football on the Huskies now, because they were providing our transportation for our team. And I was like, that's precious cargo, our kids. But Nick has never failed me. So we talked, and Coach Malloy put it together. Hey, Coach Malloy. And so now our kids are older, but we still use Nationwide Bus Charter, and I've become accustomed to using it whenever I have gigs far away and I don't feel like driving, or I want to drink or talk on my phone uninterrupted by other passengers or other drivers. I call Nick, and you can too, and tell him Jonesy sent you, and he will take care of you. He's a little special. Mm-hmm. And he's got a lovely daughter named Isabella, who we shout out every day. Isabella is also in the sports. She's on the dance team in Iona, so we always shout her out. So thank you, Nick, and clip that. 8, I think it was like 8 to 8:19. Good morning. Giddy is my producer. Now, we never discussed this, but why not, right? You've been doing all the producing. So thank you, Giddy. Everybody that's new, this is Giddy.
Everybody doing this morning. It's
So when you hear me say
morning.
Giddy gonna get it, that's because Giddy gets the job done. And he's been having this show up and running since January 12th when we started. And here we are going into April 12th almost, right?
Yes.
And we've got 100 people already at 8:16, so you guys are getting the habit.
I wish Giddy would get it up here because I missed the number again yesterday.
What?
I missed playing my number again yesterday.
Did it come?
Twice in 5 days.
It came?
Again. Twice
It did?
in 5 days.
You're an ass.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're an
Thank
ass.
you. Thank you.
What?
Thank you,
You gotta
ladies
get
and gentlemen.
better. You gotta get better. Like, how can we help you?
I got to remember to play them.
If you don't put an alert, let me put an alert in my phone for you. What is your number, if you don't mind sharing, or do you mind?
It was my mother's birthday. 822. It came out twice in 5 days in
That
Jersey.
means she's trying to send you a message, and it's probably that she's okay, but she wants to let you know because she knew that your friend pays attention to numbers and patterns, and she knew that you would miss it and you would bring it up and share, because we share on the show, and I would tell you what it means, and that's exactly what it means.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of 555 and a lot of 222.
Oh, yeah, that's her trying to, that's once they realize that you recognize, they come. And then you got to pay attention to what you're doing and what you're thinking of and what you're about to do when they come, because it's pertaining to that.
Yep. I agree with you. But here we
Just
go.
Put it in for the whole next 7 days. Just do that. Just do that. Morning and afternoon, or morning and evening for the next 7 days, and then we're good.
All right.
And then he's gone, like kazoo. All right, so the gang's all here. I'm gonna start the roll call because I see we are full. Y'all are ready. Yesterday I was a little low energy because we did a twosome. We did mornings, that we came back and did Jonesing After Dark. And I think that we're gonna have to safely, we can do Jonesing After Dark probably. I don't know.
I have to say something about that. I was getting texts last night from multiple people. Is she coming on? Is she coming on? You're going to have to get this circle together, and we're going to have to do a weekend like Big Brother, 24-hour, never ending of Jonesy.
A marathon?
Yes.
A telethon?
Yes.
A streamathon. That's what it'll be. Yeah, but you know the beggar in me. I'm gonna have to charge niggas because they do that on streamathons. I mean, on telethons, they charge people. You call in.
Right. People will pay.
Call in and make a donation and say who you are.
Yep, that's it. We're gonna have to set that up. A weekend. I know everybody would love that. A weekend with Jonesy.
And guess what? And then all those other bitches that want to have shows, I can challenge them and say, "Can you do the Jonesy Streamathon challenge? Hey. How long can you go?
Hey, and be relevant."
Well, if you go, you might be a lot of things. I don't know, but we get to see the inside of your life because 24, 48 hours, I want to see who would win, who could beat me, because I'll fucking go. I'll go. What do you guys think? All right, first let me see who's in here. All right, who's number one? She's back. She has her crown again. Elaine is back. She's first today. She's first today. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I don't know what I did with the crown, but the crown is back on you, Elaine. I think it's over there. You got the crown back, Elaine. You didn't give up. The number one position is yours again. Sherelle is second, and you and Elaine actually, and Nancy and Elaine again. And Tavares, I'm not getting demonetized for you, but you guys are first, second, third, fourth. Mobetta, all of y'all clicked in at 807. Miss C, and then Tim Brown is 808. Well, welcome. Hi, Nat. Can I call you Nat, or am I getting too familiar? Because we've never met. And yesterday I got cussed out by a bitch I never met. So I'm just trying to. All right. Hi, John. And Nikki Hall, again, thank you. Telling them to like it. You coming in, like it. You might as well, even if you don't. Ms. Kamika, good morning. But there'll be something that you like. Hi, Authentically Lola. Al Lane. Pudgy's here. Ronnie, hey, good morning. Live Loves Life Fully. Hey. Hi, Reginald. Hi, Emily. Big R is here. Che Bella. Che Bella, does that annoy you? Che Bella representing Far Rock. What? Did that bother you when I go, Che Bella? Kim White is here and Emily B. Good morning to both of you. Hey, Mimi. Thank you for loving me as I am. Mimi said, don't go change it. When I said, this is a hot-ass bird's nest mess, but unless you got 20 minutes to give me to go upstairs and swoop back, this is all I got for you. You know why? Think about it. Today is Wednesday, right? What happens on Wednesday? The trash, the recycle. So I had to go and take the boxes. I would have ordinarily asked my son to do it, but we were busy last night doing laundry, and we were having a conversation about structure in his life, and he was very receptive to that. And he asked me if I could support him well, actually, he said, I don't support him. He told me, let me tell you what he had the nerve to tell me. He said, you don't do my laundry. I have to cook for myself. I said, yeah, I'm waiting to see. What else you have to do? Because don't say you have to get yourself up. I said, and as far as you have to cook for yourself, you damn near cursed me out in front of your girlfriend on the phone when I was trying to cook for you the last time, and you were like, "This is why I don't know how to do anything, because you never let me do anything."
So now he's reverting that language now that he wants you to do it for him. Now he's tired of cooking for himself.
And all he has to do ever is say, "Mom, can you?" Because y'all saw when I was doing the After Dark the other day, he called and said, "Can you defrost my stuff and season it?" And I brought it to the live and was seasoning his chicken and his lamb. All you gotta do is ask. But to try and flip it, why do y'all do that? Or is that a child thing?
That's a child thing.
Okay. Because I was like,
a child thing. Because again, like I told you before, my mother taught me how to cook, clean, wash my clothes and everything. Never depend on any female.
And this is what I'm saying. All right, thanks, Giddy. This is what I'm saying to you guys. Don't be like me and cave and start trying to figure out where did you go wrong. These kids are crafty. They are manipulators. And they learned from the best. That's the best parts of us. Let me applaud our manipulative ways real quick, because I ain't changing. But sometimes I don't be prepared. This is really bothering me. I'm going to have to do something, y'all. But sometimes I don't be prepared for the flip. So he was like, "You never let me cook." He said, "I got to cook for myself." I said, "You snatched the frying pan out of my hand." I remember the day because I was going to flip. And I said, "Nope," because his little girlfriend's on the phone and you can't walk that back. Right? And he was like, "You right." I said, "As far as laundry is concerned," I said, "How many times have you come home and shit has already been washed, dried, and laid out in Jalen's room, where it's free, not in your messy room where you can't find shit, laid out, ready to go with a necktie, clean socks, clean underwear, everything." He was like, "You right." I said, "And how many times have you started a load late, falling asleep, and wake up and the shit is dried, laid out, brought upstairs, ready to, like, don't give me, don't. You could do a lot of things." So then I said, I have to make some changes. I have to make some adjustments to this whole thing, because if I want real success for him, I've got to make it a little simpler. And he's been going, and I've been taking for granted a kid that just got his license drives an hour and a half each way to school and is an athlete and has to go to early morning lifts, right? I know grown men. Listen, I know grown men that won't even get up and go to work later than that. Damn it, driving an hour and a half. And shit, I divorced one. Asking me, "Can you turn that light out?" Bitch, if you don't get up and go make breakfast or clean the snow off my car or move your car out of my fucking garage so both of mine can be, the nerve. That shit, that's what made me mad. That's what used to make me mad. And it made for great morning radio because I come in fired up, but not so much for my life. And I didn't want my kids growing up thinking that was normal. So that's why I cut that nigga off. How did I get there? Okay, well, let me finish welcoming people to the chat. Hi, A-Live. Hi, Garcelle. Good morning. Moonlight Creative. It was so good seeing you last Thursday, too. Truly B. Good morning. Two Girls Mom. Hi, Nandy. Hi, Two Girls. Erica. Good morning. Danielle White and Monique Davis are here. Good morning to our moderator, our sane moderator, Kim from Harlem. I think I named you that. I mean, you were Kim from Harlem, but I kind of like put it on you. Hi, Grayson. Hi, Evo, because I can't read the rest of that, and I don't want to read it wrong. Lucy B is here. The gang's all here. Natika, okay, good morning and welcome. Christina is here, so all is well. Jodeci is here. Good morning, Jodeci. Antique and Gal, Carmen Jones, the 9. Gandhi Girl is here. And good morning, Jacqueline Tucker. Is it Jacqueline or is it Jacqueline? Jacqueline. Because my former mother-in-law's name was spelled like this, and she corrected me the first time we met. It's Jacqueline. And then she said, when I met her for the first time, the weekend of our wedding in Turks and Caicos, where I had paid for her and her friend and their room in Turks and Caicos, When I got to her door to meet her, she had the nerve to say, "It's Jacqueline." And I think I told you that several times before. You know how fast I downgraded that room? I swear to God. I swear to God. So yeah, if you in here, or if the Raggedy Son or one of his friends is in there, yep, y'all can solve. The riddle has been solved. There was no mix up with the rooms. It was your nastiness got you downgraded to the basic hotel. Yep. There it is. And if you don't believe me, ask my best friend, Jacqueline. Because she was like, don't. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm not going to start this relationship out with abuse and nasty. And if she's going to be that way, she's going to be regular.
At least you let her keep a room.
Right. And then she had the nerve to say, well, I would have liked to stay in the other hotel. I know that you would have. Watch your damn mouth.
Jacqueline? You should have said.
Can I call you Jacqueline? Can I call you Can I call you Jacqueline? Can I call you Jackass? I swear that's a true story. That is a true story. And I didn't even tell nobody because it's just a part of the day. And I moved right on ahead. All them red fucking flags. I should have known. Georgiana. Giddy, strike up the band. We need the birthday song in effect. Or should I play it over here? Let me see. There we go. Hey, Georgiana and her twin. It's your birthday. Georgiana and her motherfucking twin. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. And I love y'all. Georgiana's twin. This is for you, my friend. Georgiana and your twin Sherelle. Double nickel. Double nickel. Double motherfucking nickel. Double.
Set this thing blazing on a big mood, baby. Swag turned up to amazing. You wanna be my BLDDY. I see your eyes on my thigh. I hit it with a ha 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 ha. Like baby later. Yeah, free. Nobody has to know.
This is for you, sis. Thank you for being so good to me. Everybody fill the chat with love for Georgiana and her twins. Hey, I'm dancing with y'all. Happy birthday, twins. And happy birthday in advance to Miss Betty, turning 87 tomorrow. Yeah. So it's Aries season. Is it Aries season yet? Let me see. March 20. Yep. I believe it's Aries. Yep. Because Pisces starts in February. So at the very least, y'all should have been over by the 19th. Grayson. Yes, that is 87 years to still be having Miss Betty around. That means Miss Betty put some good out in the world. In the form of you. And maybe your siblings if you have any. Aries season. Okay. All right. Okay. I wish we had known that last week. We would have turned up. But those emotional Pisces probably would have interfered. So we're better off. We'll give you a celebration on April 16th at Comedy Harlem. Oh, by the way, I noticed nobody signed up for the Spades tournament. So what we doing? Because there will be Spades and Webstar will be there. Get your partner. Email the Zelle thing, bookingjonesy@gmail.com. Get your partner and email me y'all names, the name of y'all team. We're going to have that going on the same time we doing the hip-hop R&B bingo. Yup. I see you, Fizzy. Aries gang is in here. Oh, my God. Wolfman, good morning. Denise is here. Good morning. Trinero, good morning. Trinero, then you just gotta do what I just said. Ox the mogul. Trinero, I feel like you serious about the high joker. I don't know why it's giving that high joker action, but come on with it. Bring it. We welcome it all. Hot Fendi flavors. Oh, look at all this birthday love. This is why I love this chat. Let me give it up for this chat. This is a grown ass chat. Grown ass chat. Domino's. Hi, Asia. Asia, so I'll be down there today. Oh, so back to my story about Che. So I said, after he gave me his whole thing, and I think I got real with it, that it's a lot. And grown people don't even do the commute that he does. And he's doing it by himself. So I said, I have to go back. I have to move back down to the shore, at least for the next year. So if I have to drive up in the nighttime to do Skylark and to tape Pink Champs and to tape Clear My Name, I can do that. But to expect a child, because even though he's 17, to expect a child to be getting up at 4 and 5 is just unrealistic. And it's really going to... Yeah. So we got 1 year left, and I'm putting it in... Oh, my dad's in the chat now. Hi, Dad. Putting it in perspective. A child that gets more rest performs better, in my opinion. So, hey, I'm back. I'll be back. So I'll be down there today looking at a place, and we'll see. Deuce of Spade is only high with jokers. Wait, y'all fighting already in the... Wait. Okay, because he said, what about the 2 spades and 2 of diamonds? See, this is why Webstar needs to moderate, because y'all gonna be taking me away from hip hop and R&B bingo. I'm already fighting over artists, and you don't hear who else is on that song. You're not that young. Know this song from this white woman named Fran Jolie in 1978. That's my happy space. So, right, Moonlight Creative, right, Mimi? That's what we do. Goodbye, old friend. And in that spirit, what the hell? Nope. That's not. Nope. Hold on. I'm coming back home. So now we gotta make Jersey Shore super duper popping again. This is what we do for our kids. I can hear Jalen cussing underneath his breath. Oh, yeah? Fran Jolie. You knew the song, but you didn't know, you know what I mean? None of us did. So Mo Better Radio, that's right. And you're in Ohio. Do you live near that crazy painted house in Columbus? Do you drive by it, Mo Better? Yes, Kenny Bobian. He and I are going to be on a show together May 30th out in Plainfield. I'll give you details closer to. Emily B, yep. Elaine said, I don't know how to play Fizz, but I know how to get out. Brenda! We had an earthquake this morning. Did anybody else feel it? And it was a long earthquake. And I looked at the cat. The cat jumped up. And I felt the bed shaking. And I'm like, no, check the vibrator. It was completely off. So that couldn't have been the shaking. Then I touched the wall. No, real talk. I checked the wall. And all, like, everything was shaking.
Wait a second. How did you just try to throw that in there and let it fly?
I didn't know. Could have been anything. I'm a rough sleeper. Between 6, I don't even know, between 6:15, I guess, and 7:15. Yes, Danielle White. What you know about the peppermint, Danielle White? What you know about it? Remember comedy there? I think it was Wednesdays was the comedy of peppermint. Am I right? Yes, Glow. Yup. Yeah. So Mimi dancing. Everybody, shut up, Jodeci. And around. Hey, Chat Girl. Yeah, the house shook for a long, long time. And then I was wondering, because I heard helicopter propellers, could it be shaken from that? But why would they be that low? Because your president is a bitch boy from Queens and don't know what the fuck he's doing. All right, because now we get serious. He is deploying. He said the war is that we won. But now he's deploying 3,000 more soldiers. So if we won, why are you sending more? You liar. You're a liar and you need your ass beat. That's what you need, your ass beat. Jonesy is an honorary Jersey girl. I mean, how long do you have to live in another state before you become of that state? Because the peppermint was Thursday comedy night. Okay. What was Wednesday? Was Wednesday R&B performances? And trying to implement the draft to age of 40. Somebody out there with better aim. No, sweetie, I didn't come on last night. I didn't. I was just messing around. Oh, Giddy, did you happen to hear that other podcast?
I spent the 20 minutes on it this morning. I really don't want to discuss that.
Why? She was talking about me?
I'll just put it this way. There's someone on the show that saw the show, saw the comments, and was basically telling her that she was to blame somewhat, and she wasn't accepting it. So when you can't accept your portion of what was going on, I can't anymore. There's no help.
But you know what? Because I sat and I thought about it. I was like, could I have done something differently? And I'm like, you were just doing your show. You weren't even really coming at Cam. You said,
right.
They didn't just show because
you know how when people listen to respond and not listen to listen? I feel like they were listening to respond. They were just waiting to something to jump on respond. That's why I asked you that question I asked you this morning, because they brought something about that up. And I'm like, to me, they were trying to say, okay, how can I bring this into the scenario? But you can't change people. People can only change themselves.
Wait, back up. And no, that's not his first name.
Okay.
So no, you just got to tell me. Tell me plain. Tell me straight out, because you know everybody knows you on my team.
Who's the short guy on Joe Buttons that's sitting next to him?
I don't watch Joe Button, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, I don't know either. That's what it was brought up, and then the name was thrown out there. But to me, it was irrelevant to the conversation. That's why I'm like, why is that name even being brought up?
What did they say about the person sitting next to Joe Button?
They was making a comment about with Jay-Z and everything, and because that was what the segment was about, and then that just came out of nowhere. That's why I'm like, they said the short guy sitting next to Joe Buttons, and then they said QF. And then they said the name. So I was like, is that his real name? Why did that even come up? And then it just like flew past that because it wasn't relevant to the story at all. I didn't see the relevance.
I mean,
again, they're her own mans in them. One of them was like, basically, you came in hot. It's your show. And basically that's what people do on podcasts. They ask for support.
Oh, about I'm a beggar.
Yeah, but they were
that
saying
was so rude. That was so rude and like so out of pocket, right? Because you're the moderator to a beggar. No shade to you, Kim. As a matter of fact, put your hands over your ears. What the fuck does that make you?
Yeah,
if I'm begging, like that means that you here just for what? Because you want to be in the essence of, like, again, look at who you are. Look at who you are.
And then it was brought up that I hung up on them twice. It was never brought up that I was asking them to have a conversation and stop screaming. Somebody that's in our chat actually was over there, and they said to them they wish that person would have not been yelling and screaming and would have had a conversation. And that's what everybody was saying. That's what I was saying.
Flip sits next to Joe. So who said what about Flip?
Okay, so now we're going to stop this conversation. We're going to go on with the show. And we're going to have a discussion later.
No, we're not. No, don't make me wake Flip up.
No, don't wake Flip up. Don't wake Flip up. So what was
that? Let's get through.
It wasn't any contents to it. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't any contents to me bringing them up.
So what was she trying to say though? What was she trying to say about Flip?
They didn't even let her elaborate because once they said that, they went on. They didn't even let her elaborate. That's what I'm saying. It had no relevance. It was like, to me, it was like, okay, how can I throw this person's name in the mix somehow?
Flip is on my side. Like, you throwing people naming it. You're a nobody. I hate to say this. In this world, you're a nobody. And your problem is that you're a nobody. And you think that you're somebody, and you think that people care about your opinion on this and your opinion on that, which is why when I had you doing Jonesy's shoes, you didn't even know the stories. All you wanted to jump to was, in my opinion, nobody knows you. You don't have years in this game. You ain't been on the stage sharing your ups, your downs, your children's, your lives, your husbands, your ex-husbands, your boy. Nobody knows you. And people that people don't know, they don't connect to. That's no disrespect. But you can't get mad at me when I've never even met you. I don't even know your real name. So you've been sitting in my life. This is why can we applaud discernment, Giddy? I'm so glad that I put my finger on what the energy was you were giving, because I know you probably still in here under a fake name. I knew it was something and it wasn't for me. You came out of nowhere, being an ally, I guess, or a fan. But when you fight for people that you've never met, you fighting for Cam and Mace and this one and never met. That's a little fucking strange. And then you said, I was defending you when people were coming at you. I don't give a fuck about people. My 6th time getting let go from a job. You think I give a fuck? Because the real part, the other side of me getting let go over and over and over is, who always winds up landing on their feet? Who the one they can never get enough of? So once I stopped making it personal and said, what did I do? And said, them niggas trying to save money. I get it. Or them niggas trying to go young. I get it. I stopped letting it bother me. But you coming in here posing as friend when you really harboring stuff, and you harboring the hate, or the not even hate, a discussion about Nicki Minaj, who you don't even fucking know like that. That's immature. You got a whole son. And now I'm wondering, Did you send him the music and art because Nikki went there? And don't jump in the, oh, she talking about my kid. Oh, no one's talking about your fine, lovely singing son. LaGuardia is the shit. I'm always going to love anybody that go to LaGuardia. I'm questioning your weirdo ass. Did you encourage that because of your stand appeal? Like, because now you got me the whole weird thing of, was she trying to Selena's made me?
Oh my Lord. No, we're not going there.
I mean, she came in hot like fire. I'm like, where the fuck that come from? No one was even talking about you.
But
You act
again,
like you was Camera Mace.
her own person in that show was trying to show her some things, and she was not trying to hear it. That's why when I say people listen to listen and people listen to respond, her whole listening was to respond. And we move on.
I'm not moving nowhere. I know she's lurking in the chat. I know that. Mad punch in the air. People be very, very weird. So that's the other side of social media. And again, never met this woman in my life. How you get that much festering? And if you feel that much, you should have bowed out gracefully and been like, I can't moderate this in good conscience because I don't fuck with this bitch. This bitch curse and act like she's tough and know she probably can't fight. And she's old and probably got bad knees and hip bones and connected to her neck bone. And
Wait, can I address that? We are too damn old to be fighting anymore.
no, but
And
you know
this
what she was saying yesterday.
I know this. This goes to her too, if she's listening. We are too damn old to be going down that high school lunchroom thing anymore.
And your back is way too big, bitch. I'm running. I'm gunning or running, depending on how fast you get up on with that big old back. Trinero, I am going to make you smile with my slick mouth. Good morning, Derek. Yup. Happy well forever. Somebody in the chat to tell you. Which Derek? I know like 3 or 4 of them. It was always something, LA Honeybee. It was something. It was something. But for it to come out like that yesterday, I'm like, oh, so she been mad. She been big back mad. Hi, Anna. Right, Glow, right. So, I mean, your smile is so nice right now, and you look very resourceful for a fight. Don't fight. I'm not fighting. Try, relax, calm down. Calm down. Like, y'all be taking show like it's like, let me do what I do and weave real life into comedy and show and log the fuck off at 11 and go look at this place, please. The Lulu Big Bag. I like that. The Lulu Big Bag. Read my super chat. Oh, wait. Let me go back to it. Damn it. Now everything is highlighted blue. Can you just tell me what it said? Because I can't seem to. It's okay. Oh, I know. I don't even think we blocked. I don't care. But you know how you sleep on something and you think about your day, and then what happened, Giddy?
No, I wanted to let them know we didn't block her. She's not a moderator anymore, but we welcome everybody. It's not, why would we block her? Everybody has their opinions. They're like assholes. Everybody has one.
Whatever. Moving on. Okay, there's so much going on in the world. For those of you that have family members that are being deployed, I don't even know what to say. I have no words, but my thoughts always are on the servicemen and women. It's like, you got to honor them for wanting to stand up for their country and wanting to go after a better life for themselves, which is why I hate the fact that the government, I feel, shits on our veterans. And just don't make no sense. You got to pay attention to the administration that you're under. Because I tell you this much, West Point, Army, Navy, don't even bother giving an offer to mine. Don't even bother. Until somebody get better aim or Jesus comes to visit. Nope. Nope. Iran never backs down. I ran from Iran. Oh my God, your cousin. Yeah, thank you for the prayers for the service people. Giddy, can you clap it up for the service people in service? Especially, you got to know that they are afraid. They got to appear brave, but a lot of them are kids. "24-hour stream, do it. I'll support Giddy's mom." The cigarette. Giddy's mom taught me the same. Do for yourself. I remember when you called your son on air to wake him up. Now he flipped. That's funny. Happy birthday, Georgiana. We love you. Thank you, Grayson. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, we're going to just, Black Veterans for Social Justice is very helpful. Thank you, Tyrone. Yeah, he's a clown. He's a self-absorbed idiot that doesn't know history. He doesn't know how to read, not informed, just a power-hungry, soft-ass bitch boy from Queens. My father was drafted into the Vietnam War and couldn't get a pardon because he was my grandmother's only son. All because of his ego. All because of his ego. He don't know history. He don't know anything. And firing the people that do, because then he can't be just wild for the night. 2 young nieces in the Air Force, 119. Oh, the other 23. Well, they're going to be safe. That's what I'm going to manifest. $90 to fill my tank today. What? They got to get Trump out of office ASAP. He's wrecking the world. He is. All because white folks and Puerto Ricans wanted to be able to call us niggas. That's why. That's why. Y'all voted because y'all thought that y'all was going to be able to either make us slaves again or call us niggas again without getting your blocks rocked. All right, let's get into some content. Giddy, did you get the things I was sending you? $60.
Yes, ma'am. Just direct me which way you want to go first.
I forgot what
Look at the notes.
Okay, good. The notes. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Yandy, are you guys what? I didn't even know this is still on. Is this Love and Hip Hop? Is she still on? If this is real, because you never know with AI. And also, because shit be coming on my screen. Sometimes shit be 10 years old, child. So let me know before we play this Yandy clip. Is Love and Hip Hop still on? And is she still on it? Oh, ayo, California. Oh, she's on the Atlanta. Okay, so this is what happened.
1 second, because you're very good at what you do. And you ain't gonna get me with how you did with that Rashida, because I'm a real bitch from Atlanta. When me and my husband went out on a date, Yeah. And your boyfriend, husband, fiance, I don't know because there's so many titles. His mistress. First of all, that's not his mistress. Came to me and she had balls enough to come up to me. Hold on 1 second. Got so heated, we fought the whole mother. But that had nothing to do with me. And listen, Ciara, baby. And let me tell you something. I wasn't there. Let me tell you something. He wasn't there. I called your phone with the voicemail Ciara again. And I called Mendici. Ciara, I will never. And he hung up on me. In my life, and he hung up on me about anything. Listen, I'm never calling that. I'm going home to my kids. You should, and I need to going home to my kids. I'm going home to my kids. You should. What are y'all gonna agree to disagree to? I'm not agreeing to a mother who's not even agreeing to her own truth.
Ciara is out of control. Like, I'm over here trying to calm stuff down, and she's in my face. I'm confused. I'm concerned. She needs to take a breather.
She didn't answer the phone, and I went to mother Instagram. Because at the end of the day, you feel good in your spirit. I don't feel, and I feel horrible that I did that. So then say sorry. I feel horrible. So say sorry. I'm not saying sorry. You talking about like this just too much. Like if you ain't gonna live in your own truth, baby, your sticking this bitch. Not my the is going on.
I'm sure that one finger that you keep pointing at Mendici is because you tired of the three that been pointing at Zay.
And I'm sitting up fighting in the club for a mother that don't even know the status of their own relationship.
Mendici possibly could be doing all the things that she's saying. But you are not even worth me telling you where I stand with this man because, again, you are just not right.
Right. So, again, arguing with an idiot that just want to be arguing and yelling and get shit off of their system never wins you. I don't know what's going on, but obviously this formula is working because you guys are like, oh, you know that it's the latest segment of the franchise of Love and Hip Hop. So all I can say is, okay. For the girls still working. Let me tell you what I'm never going to do. Thank you for your service, veterans. Let me keep on. Hi, Voyeur. Hi, Tracy. Tracy said those lips would not be that close to my nose. Mimi, nor did I know it was still on. A-Live, I'm not. I don't even know what channel it's on anymore. Yelling is a sign of weakness and knowing that you're wrong. Because there's a way to argue effectively if you really want to hear the truth. If you really want to give the person an opportunity to prove you wrong, right? You would want to hear. You would want to listen. That's what adults do. But when you're just trying to be loud and get your shit out and say things and you're a hurt child. You know what I'm never going to do? But Mona Scott is still writing them checks. Is she? Is she still attached to this? Because I thought it came out that she was a paid employee as well. So I don't think she's cutting any checks. I think they're cutting, the check cutters are cutting her a check to be supervising producer. But it came out this is not her show, and it never was. Right. Right. Strong and wrong is what I call it. Just yelling to be heard, thinking you're going to get some jabs in the yell all the while. If you felt that way, you should have said that shit when we wasn't fighting. That's real strength. Can I have a conversation with you real quick? Why is it that that's some, oh shit, okay. Not waiting for a half trigger that wasn't even directed at you to say all the shit you've been feeling all along. I don't respect that. Giddy, Kim's giving you a suggestion at 8:59 to 9. Clip that, a Jonesy gem. Thank you, Kim. Giddy, I think Kim trying to take your job, Giddy. You got to watch out for Kim, Giddy.
I'm always a team player. I'm always looking
I'm playing. I'm joking. I'm joking. Hi, Philly Chica. Grayson said, oh, wow, oh, wow. So, all right, so let's move on from that. That was the Yandy. Let's go to, who is this dropping off babies? And let's have a conversation. before we look at the video, or do we look at the video and then have the conversation? Let's look at the video first. That is, I don't know who Sammy is. They said Crystal Renee. Is that? I don't know who these fucking people are, but I know the context.
My son, I got you. I'm just documenting that his mother just dropped him off in 38-degree weather at the door by himself for minutes on end, unannounced. Didn't know she was dropping him off. Said she can't do this anymore. And she was right there. Then she pulled into my neighbors and waited. And I thought she was playing until I actually went to the door and picked him up. But I got her pulling in and just watching him in the cold for minutes.
Yeah, bitch, waiting for you to make sure that nobody stole her fucking baby, which means that she's not trying to criminalize. She's not trying to do something bad. And bitch, maybe if you had stepped up and paid attention to the postpartum signs, she wouldn't be here. I'm so tired of niggas getting you pregnant and then think they can just walk away, start a new life. If things don't work out. You can, but you're going to take care of half of this because I didn't ask for this and I didn't make this by myself. So don't start with the I'm just documenting. Grow the fuck up. Document the fact that you need to have paid attention to the woman taking care of your child. Instead of documenting, start docu-daddying and be responsible. That's not a bad thing that she sat there and waited to make sure that the baby was being picked up, because I'm sure, and you probably was in your house with a bitch, I'm sure if you or the neighbor hadn't come out, she probably would have taken the baby back because she ain't trying to murder a baby. It could have been an incinerator. And probably was dodging her for weeks. Exactly. Bitch, now you going to take your fucking baby and you figure it the fuck out. Stop thinking women always got all the answers. Obviously, I don't, nigga. I was fucking with you. No, that's not funny, Philly Chica. Stop. Typically would have been. But no, not now. Because now I'm triggered. Men got to be careful of women are dropping the babies off now. How about men got to be responsible and say, are you okay? Do you need anything? I know we don't fuck with each other like that no more, but we still got to raise her or him. And I need to know that you're all right. And if you're not, it's okay to say that. You don't got to feel weak. Motherhood is different than being my wife or being my girlfriend. How about start there and stop trying to run and dodge responsibility? Exactly, chat girl. Start clapping, Giddy. Hit the applause. And then the next clip I sent you to follow up to that. Can you play that? Right. You know niggas want to put the phone on silent, but be posting and we see activity. No, nigga. All right, you gonna get this baby. Because next I'm gonna call the cops and say there's a baby outside and he's not. Can a woman explain to me what are some of the signs of postpartum? Because I don't know. I don't know. Because I might have had it. I don't know. I don't want to blame my normal level of crazy on some woman's real postpartum. And I don't know that we should be asking random people because it might be different for everybody. So she said she was experiencing postpartum when she did that. Applaud her for thinking of the child. You don't get a fucking award, nigga. You don't get an award for documenting. Y'all get on my nerves with that. Y'all take it. That's bitch. Documenting. Get your child. He did an interview with Cam talking about that new baby. Who is he? How about wear a condom? Let's start there. How about go get Plan B? How about get morning after? There's two things you can get. the 3 days after thing, and then the aborted at home. Crystal Renee is Neil's ex-wife, and she's a mess. That explains it right there. That's all I need to know. Postpartum is very real. Co-parents definitely about making sure the parents doing good too, because parenting could get overwhelming, right? This ain't got nothing to do with whether me and you worked out or not. So if you fuck with me and you're a dude and you're not doing as much as you could be doing, or you're being called, or you're being your door's being knocked on for you, please don't be vain and think that the woman still wants you. Please. Give a little bit of space and think maybe she needs the parent in you and not the pussy in you, or the parent in you and not the weak ass, bitch ass that's the reason why y'all ain't together in you. And do your part and stop making it always seem like, oh, she crazy. You played a part in her getting there. And if she was so crazy and you went and started a family with that, what does that make you? Or what were your true intentions for being there? She crazy, but she got good coochie. Or she's crazy, but she makes good dinner. Or she got a good job. Or she got her shit together. What's your part in it? That's what I know. Big Nuke dropping gems this morning in the chat. That's what I know. Be careful. Be careful. I'm proud of the young girls. Now, they are not rushing to have nobody's babies. I guess we didn't have them babysit for us when they were our kids. And they're not rushing to have them on their own. They're taking trips, starting businesses, living their very best. I can't speak on the boys because the boys ain't mine to speak on. He sings. He did a feature on Soulja Boy back in the day. Okay. Yeah, I guess Grayson, Sammy the singer. I ain't even know. Because, you know, the profession really don't mean nothing. It's the mental. Stop documenting and get your baby. Stop documenting to the world. If you're going to document, because one day your baby's going to grow up and see this footage. And then what, dummy? Stop living in the fucking moment, dummy. I'll smack the shit out you. I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Somebody called Tretch's daughter Egypt and see if she could teach me how to box. Because I'm mad. That ain't who you want teaching you. Yeah! That ain't who you want. Papoose upstairs. That's who you want. Papoose upstairs. He always upstairs. Yeah, you putting video out that's going to haunt your kid when they're 16 and them raggedy ass classmates of his start clowning him. Not even think, or her. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy baby. I don't know. Not even thinking. You're supposed to document and keep that shit in case. Crystal clown Monyetta only to get done worse than Monyetta. So was Monyetta Neo's original wife and then he cheated on her with Crystal? Hi, Tracy. Why did I just notice the title of this live? Okay, Miss Jonesy B. Yes. I had to. What is that? When you go into, I got into my Cardi B. I'm getting ready for the concert. I told you I'm going. Shout out to Lake Cool and Lake Cool Champagne. And the Lake Cool Suite. Lake Cool Champagne is the Cool in the Gang champagne. They have First Lady Rosé, which is our sponsor here on Jonesy. Our very first champagne sponsor for Pink Champs. I'll let you know when that first episode is in the bag because I expect everybody to watch. And And they sponsored my Jack and Jill chapter's white party with some champagne specials. So ask for it in the stores. Okay, what's this now?
You brought up Tretch, so I wanted to show you.
Okay.
Are you down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. Other people punches. You see that? Celebrity. This guy Damon right here keeps talk. Put the camera on you. Let him see you. He done talked me into this venture right here. You know, a lot of things been going on in the boxing world, but guard your grill, knuckle up. We doing these negotiations right now. It's about to pop off. Yup, you asked for it, you got it. Something big's coming.
Okay.
He's talking about doing celebrity boxing now.
Yeah, but your DNA hit the deck. Your DNA. Okay.
He's got something to prove right now.
Okay. I'm watching. Y'all watching that? Y'all watching the OGs go in the ring? Yeah, it's a lack of maturity, accountability, all the things. So this is my this is my words. Know who you having babies with. First of all, you shouldn't be letting all them niggas' energy up in your body to begin with. Start treating your body like the temple God said it is. They all don't deserve to leave it in. You becoming like one of the daytime soap operas. Every time they have sex with somebody, next thing they want to be married. Stop. That's fantasy. That shit ain't real. Voya Blue said, lessons from Egypt are sure to fail you. Y'all are mean. Right. Once it's on the internet, it's like the genie in a bottle. Once it's out, it's out. Good morning, cousin Ashley. Hey, Mr. Curtis. Ayo, it's Lucky. Hey, Marcus Martin. It's going to be a good night at that Cardi B concert. Anybody else going? Ox the Mogul. I used to love boxing. And then suddenly it fell off. Like, I used to be heavyweight crazy, right? It was always a good heavyweight match. And then they just all went away. Right. Because all that's going to do is put focus on, look, maybe it'll make her stronger. I already hear her stuttering. I already hear it in her talking now. Hi, Curvaceous. It's okay. Get your late pass and settle in. Everybody, please make sure you're liking. Right, Lady Bird. If we knew then what we know now, none of these dudes. And guess what? You get shamed in the Black community. We get shamed for falling in love or thinking we falling in love, breaking up, falling in love again, breaking up. We get shamed. And then we get judged for falling in love or thinking we fell in love and not wanting to love again. We can't fucking win in the Black community. What is wrong with y'all? I say y'all because that's y'all, not me. I also say every nigga you fall in love with, every girl, you ain't got to have a baby with to prove. Right? You ain't got to have a baby to prove your love. What do having a baby, how do that further prove your love? But see, you have to have been grown and seen some things to be able to say and comprehend what I'm talking about right now. Back then, you think, oh, that means I'm devoted and I'm willing to have his child. And that means that I'm, connected to him and our relationship forever. That's what it means when you young and dumb. That shit don't mean shit. Don't lock yourself to no nigga. And guys, don't lock your future to no chick. Give yourself time because the shit you love in your 20s, I promise you, will not be or shouldn't be the same shit you loving in your 30s and 40s. And very rarely does it evolve at your same pace. You got to be hella mature to be able to accept somebody's faults and them going this way with their life and you going this way with yours and y'all still stay committed. You got to be hella mature. I don't see that when your brain ain't even completely formed till you're 26. So I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Y'all see it? Because I don't see it nowhere. All these things we're finding out now about brains forming, and you can be a parent without having to be in a relationship, or you can be in a relationship and not have to have kids. It's okay. We don't have to keep living in the old way of doing things. And it's okay if you fell in love or the relationship didn't work and you decide you don't want to share your life with nobody else to that degree again. That is okay. So many adults are finding peace within themselves, not in relationships, or they're forming the relationships differently in that they might have hangouts. They might have people they go to dinner with. They might even have a dude that they take traveling trips with. When we get back home, you going over to your house over there, and I'm going to mine. And I might call you later, but I just got off a trip with you, so probably not. I need to call my friends and talk about you. And I can't do that with you in my face, although I have, because niggas just don't know when to leave. And my milkshake. But it wasn't cool. Hip-hop artist boxing is a bad thing unless they really have hands. Remember when one of them Onyx dudes was getting tossed by the big redhead white boy? Never could listen to them the same. Oh, my God. It's hard to unsee some shit. Especially when a lifetime of Onyx, a lifetime of all that time to get wah. It's hard to unhear something. Ooh. Oh no, we didn't go to Instagram to get the other part of the crew. Thank you, Tracy. Look at you. Applaud Tracy for reminding me law and order. Tracy, were you here when I announced that I'm moving back down to the Jersey show? Just for hold on, y'all. Just for senior year. Oh, let me clean this. I could oh yeah, let me clean this for me. This is 32. Oh, I think that's better too. I'm gonna always clean my cameras from now on. Did you hear that, Tracy? Did you hear that? The baby don't mean a damn thing. Thank you, Cousin Ash. Hey, Afro Queen, good morning. And here's the other thing I'm never going to do. Good morning, everybody on Instagram. Can you come to YouTube? We need 4 more people to make me really, really excited and start doing the Webo or the snake. And I know how you guys were praying to God that I hope I go on Instagram Live this morning. Nothing would please me more, Lord, than to see Jonesy with a lopsided wig, them bifocal frames doing the snake. It's your lucky day. Come on over. Come on. You know you want it. You know you want it. Friday night, Skylark, Tana Gardner singing Heartbeat. You made me feel so weak. Just come support the legend. Let's not throw our legends away. She's coming all the way to Edison Woodbridge area, and I expect you guys to be there. Bookeen puts it down. Dre 2 Times is right there, and I'm hosting. It's a Pink Champs Ladies Night, and I invited Miss Gardner, and I appreciate you guys showing up. It's free to get in. The fuck? I gotta fight? So please come on over to YouTube, people. Come on. There's 8 of y'all there. Come to YouTube at Pink Champs, the show. It'll make me very happy. Having more babies, having more bills. But let me tell you what we're not going to ever do here on Jonesy. Babies are forever. Yeah. If I have to leave a baby on your doorstep, that means obviously you're not. We've had our 200 mark. Let's get 20 more. Spread the word, share the live, please. That means you either were not hearing me or you're not taking me seriously when I'm telling you I need a break, because that new motherhood, when you come home from the hospital, your life changes, your sleep pattern, is turned upside down immediately. And I don't know about you, but I'm agitated when I do have sleep. So imagine someone younger and less mature, right? Not getting sleep and being awakened by imagine. It's not just waking, it's waking by you like, what the oh my God. At first it's cute. At first grandma's like, go back to sleep, baby, I got you. Grandma can't stay. Grandma gotta have a life too. And then it's on you. And you looking over here and this nigga either out in the streets or asleep or trying to act like that's a woman thing. On the doorstep, your child will be. And it's not abandonment when you leaving it with the other parent. And again, the girl, we talking about Sammy, the singer, and Crystal, the Neo girl. And I wanted to say, unless Crystal cheated with Neo when she knew he was married, in which case Crystal wasn't the one married to the girl, so technically Crystal didn't break a vow, but bitch, you were aware. If that's the case, let me know if that's the case before I go further, because I'm about to really lay her out if it is. If you cheated with a married man, and this is what happens, bitch, that's what the fuck you get. You and your postpartum convinced me with that bullshit. I'm not crying no tears for you. Somebody tell me, get me right real quick. Crystal was the other woman, and bitch, that's what you get. Long sleepless nights. Yup, you thought you was getting a prize. You wanted to be breaking up somebody's marriage and their happy home, and even if it wasn't happy, it was their home. That's what the fuck you get. Now, young man, document. I still don't think that you should be posting on social media because the child is going to be the one 12 years being clowned. Being clowned at school, clowned in the neighborhood when the kids, because you know how nasty and vile kids can be, when they start saying, this bitch, your mom, she didn't even want you. She didn't even want you. Nope. Got to be stronger than that. Document and just keep it to the side. Neil wasn't married to Monyetta. Well, did they have a house built together? Did they have children together? Was that their home? Was that their situation? Thank you, Try. He said, I respect hearing your perspective. It flip-flops based on the day and the players. Don't hang your hat on shit I say. But look, this is what we... Oh, yeah, come on, Grownsies. Moonlight Creative Girl has something to say in the chat. Miss Jones, did you see that Nancy Guthrie was found dead and the stepfather was arrested? Not sure if it's real. No. Did they say how long the body was dead? He made her get her tubes tied and never married her.
Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Jonesy, it's Lawyer Blue. How you doing?
How you doing? Hi, Lawyer Blue.
Okay, I'm calling in right quick because no, I'm not going to let this skate by. I have to say this because I feel like the caller did the other day. Crystal is getting her just due. I don't care if he was married to Monyetta or not. They had 2 kids at the time, a household. She was known around Atlanta as his lady, and Crystal slid in. I don't remember if she was on one of them shows at the time, but she had no problem dragging Monyetta, acting, walking around, sticking her chest out like she was the next one. And she came along, had kids for him, and he left her for 4 chicks. So she's getting what she's gotten, what she deserves. She don't deserve no sympathy, no.
No grace. Okay, so I take all that grace back. I'm reversing all the grace I gave Crystal. Sometimes my personal shit, because there's a woman out there that did do the right thing and still can't get that nigga to answer the phone or come to the door, and she's having postpartum and she don't want to hurt the baby, so she leaves it on the other parent's doorstep and sits there to make sure that someone brings the baby inside before she dashes out. There's someone out there. Clap it up for the person out there that maybe was reached by what I said just now. But Crystal, bitch, not you. Nigga, not you. You get what you get and you don't get upset.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to say like I relish, in her pain or anything, because she's still a woman, but she's one of them ones like Drea. I put her in the category. You have karma coming to you, so when it come around, sis, I'm sorry, but you've done shit. Like, come on. And then as far as the lady with postpartum, I feel so bad for her, and for her to get to the point to put the baby on the doorstep, I put any amount of money on the fact that he picked up that camera to out her, but he missed signs. He missed several signs, because we don't just abandon babies. Like, several things happened where she wasn't being heard. So it's like, here, you see me now, like.
Yep.
Okay, have a good day. Love y'all.
Love you too. That part right there. He missed the signs. He missed the signs because y'all be so busy getting in your personal feelings of the relationship. Y'all don't realize that once that baby's there, fuck that relationship. The baby come first, and the baby needs come first. And the baby's needs are tied to the mother's mental health. Or else both y'all niggas gonna be in jail. That's what you want? And this is why we have to train our kids differently than our parents and our grands trained us. All of that, you stay together for the sake of your family, and you stay together so your family have the same last name, and you stay together because at least he comes home at the end of the night to you, and fuck all of that shit. Grandma, I respect that you trying to tell me better. I know that probably worked for you and Pop, but I'm not trying to get the disease from these bitches that he's laying around with, and I'm not trying to be on prep just because if I gotta doubt you, then I don't need to be letting you dig in me. Life don't have to be that complicated. There is somebody else. I will say it again for the people up top. Life does not have to be that complicated where I have to be a pick-me and wait my turn for his love and wait for him to choose me. Nope, because there's somebody else that is evenly yoked to me. I just got to be patient or be more diligent. Stick to your affirmations, people, men and women alike. Stick to your affirmations of who you are and what you want. Look at it every day. Remind yourself. You ain't got to say it out loud. You ain't got to share it. But please, for you. Sunny skies, I feel like I need to be preaching today because yesterday I took everybody down to the gutter. The emotional gutter, child. So this is my payback. My get right. All right. Okay. We talking that talk this morning. Every time, what happened?
Go ahead, caller.
So, Jonesy, I just wanted to let everyone know we all need to lay Krista Renee out because she's not the one involved. She's the one who released the video of the friend, of the female. So being a female, I just felt that she was out of line for even releasing that video of the female.
Wow. How did she get access to it?
That part, I'm not 100% sure. They're saying that her and Sammy are friends, but just as a female, she was out of line completely.
Yeah, stay out of people, out of couples and babies. But the lines are blurred nowadays in relationships. Do you agree?
I completely agree. First, you were with a man who insisted that his last wife should tie her tubes to go and have his babies, and now you're releasing footage of other people's relationships. She's completely out of line.
Thank you for sharing that. See what I mean? You see what I mean? You too, boo. Thank you. These are the pieces. These are the pieces that make that drive me crazy. Nobody knows their role anymore, and then we wouldn't have known had the person not released a video, but was it your video to release? Like, do you think to release it? Like, I don't know. Social media, I don't know. All I know is you broke that woman's family up. And I'm sorry, Big News said, why you whispering? Because she probably at work. Shut up, leave her. I need people like that. Because when they whisper on the phone, you know you about to get some good shit. Giddy laughing. And if I had started whispering back, That's the psychotics part. Yup, you have somebody, the manipulation of the man. We got to stop letting the people we're in relationships, and it's not just all men, it's women too, manipulate us. Because I know that we've been raised to think that we're all the prize, right? We're always raised to think you deserve better. Somebody got to not deserve better in order for that to be true. So, ladies and gentlemen in the chat today, look to your left, look to your right, look up, and look down in the chat. One of y'all niggas don't deserve better. It's as simple as that. We can't, like, we can't. No, boy, blue, it's all good. It's all good. That was funny. The whispering made it juicy, boo. I love it. Don't apologize. You set the stage. You gave the show dimension and layer. Everybody is laughing. All right, let's move on. And then at some point this morning, I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm not never gonna do. Right? See, y'all don't want to get into what I just said. Because somebody looking to their left and you sitting there. Hey, Ulysses. Somebody didn't look up in the chat and down, and they're the one that don't deserve better. Think about that. Everybody can't deserve better. Or else, right? No. I always say I deserve what I get, and I appreciate the experience. I'm starting to get there, but I'm a little old, a little long in the tooth now. Now I'm just ready to fucking take mines and blame whoever for my wrong decisions. Because I've taken high road. I know better. And I've talked out loud on fucking Breakfast Club and Drink Champs. I've owned shit. What do owning shit get me? So now I'm going to start lying like everybody else. Lying, telling fucking fake stories like Fat Joe and just making shit up. And I think he means well, but I think Joey has you know, forgotten some things. So I'm about to become that girl. Just start saying shit to get my way. Y'all don't mind. Yes, Ox. I said, a bitch that got beef with me forever. I had a copy of your classic, Where I Want to Be Boy, 12-inch vinyl, and I think my brother sold it. Oh, how much did it get? I know that's not a concern of yours. I'm just interested for my own sake. I might have another. I have a whole box, a cardboard box of vinyl, of my vinyl. I have full album vinyls, and I think I have singles. You know what people never remember? In Debt to You, the song I did, In Debt to You. I'm going to start hearing that again. Let me spread that word. Can you guys come over to YouTube? Come on over. I need 4 people. 4 people to come from here to YouTube at Pink Champs the Show. I'll see you over here. Should I share that as a reel? Maybe. Maybe that helps. Jonesy. Is live. And then they click on this and they'll know where. Share. All right, what else we got? Let me go into my notes because we are organized here on Jonesy. All right, this man, in my opinion, was a hero from the hood. When I see him, I see the best parts of me. He's no longer with us. I'm not even sure why I'm not sure the context of why this video is circulating, but can we please play Mr. Larry Davis? And thank you, 200 people. Stay here. Stay. Share the live so we can get 5 more and be safe. There you go. Come on. Numbers going in the right direction.
20-year-old Davis is charged with 9 counts of first-degree attempted murder, all stemming from a wild shootout with police 2 years ago. 6 cops were injured. Davis escaped, but was captured 17 days later. Since the trial will pit the black defendant against white police officers he claims were out to get him, Kunstler admits he's been trying to get a mostly black jury.
I'd like a third world jury. That's a jury of his peers. I think they would understand the situation. They wouldn't be overwhelmed by the fact that it's police officers. Why are they trying to do the opposite?
But Supreme Court Justice Bernard Freed cried foul, ruling there was reason to believe jurors were being excluded because of race. He sided with the prosecution, prompting Kunstler to allege the judge is biased against his client.
And I think it is not a legal, but a political and a decision coming out of your own personal ambition.
But there has been legal precedent. Last year, the judge in the Howard Beach trial ruled that defense attorneys were barred from excluding blacks solely on race. He added that attorneys would have to give non-racial explanations when trying to dismiss prospective. The 21-year-old Davis is
So, and then he ultimately went to prison. They found him innocent for 4, and then he went to jail, and they said the COs were allowed to beat him up, and they actually wound up paralyzing him partially, and then they let the inmates beat him up regularly, and then he died in jail. But they said the fact that when they arrested him, he was wearing the same shit we was wearing that winter, a leather bomber. That lets you know he was one of us. Now, hindsight, all these years later, when we see how corrupt these cops are, pulling people out their cars and go, I will fucking kill you. All this shit. Why couldn't he get an all-black jury? Why y'all always want to... I'm not trying to get on white people today because I wore them out since January 12th. Every day it's been white rant. But y'all get on my nerves every day. And if this is not your type of white, and you don't behave like that, if it don't apply, let it fly. But if it is you, take note. I don't like you. Get your shit together and get your mans in them to get their shit together. Because you're going to come across some shit and you're not going to know what to do. We're not having it no more. It's the Wild Wild West out here right now. From top of the chain all the way down. Get what you get and you don't get upset. Stop running up in people's houses that you ain't supposed to be in. Now I heard, shifting gears, Afro Man, he won his case, but the judge is trying to make him pay half of the legal fees. These crackers, I just can't. I just can't. Moving on. I'm not sure. Did I send you the clip of the woman that was driving with her 15-year-old son the other day? And the cop gave her a ticket and she threw it out. Then he manhandled her, threw her on the floor and said she littered. Did I send that to you or was I just looking at it? Because there's an update on that.
We played the original video and I'm pulling up the update you sent me.
Okay, let's do the update. Because she looks like one of us. It sounds like one of us. Thank you, Mo Better. DJ Money. I want to chill too, on Sugar Hill preferably.
Rights attorney Lee Merritt, now representing Thompson, says the onus was on the officer to de-escalate.
Being the ones with the training, being the ones with the license and the professionals in the situation, it was on him to do what he could to issue the ticket as his job required and to move on.
Stop, wait, stop, Mom, chill out, Mom, please, wait. It's a video that's been viewed tens of thousands of times across several social media platforms.
Stop, please, stop.
Tanisha Thompson, traveling with her 15-year-old son at the time, pulled from her car onto the ground by Hearst police officers.
Please stop. Her
son heard begging officers to stop.
It's traumatizing.
I was very scared. Thompson said she'd taken her son for a haircut that day. While passing through Hearst, she says she missed an exit. That's when she said officers pulled her over and said she'd been speeding in a school zone. Thompson said the officer then went back and forth from his patrol car a few times. And that's when I finally said, let me start recording, only because I never thought that situation was going to play out like that at all. But I knew that he was just doing too much. The encounter escalated when the officer returned with a citation and Thompson refused to leave her vehicle.
That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
In a statement to NBC5, the Hearst Police Department said they received a formal complaint. It goes on to say, in part, a thorough investigation was conducted. The claims submitted were determined to be unfounded, and the internal affairs investigation was closed. We are aware of the community concern about this situation, and we are committed to remaining transparent. Merritt acknowledges officers can make arrests for littering. However,
here, the officers are given discretion to say, is this a situation that requires an arrest?
in his opinion, he says this was a violation of Thompson's Fourth Amendment rights, which protects individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures.
If he actually believed that dropping the ticket on the ground was an arrestable offense, it was the kind of littering that the law designed for him to make an arrest for, he could have instructed Ms. Thompson that you're under arrest. I'll wait till my supervising officer gets here, or another officer that you're more comfortable with because of the nature of our interaction.
Thompson says she was traumatized and doesn't feel she did anything wrong. I was very scared. Like, that is the main reason I did not want to get out of the car. I feel bad for my son that he had to see me, that way. I know he's really hurt behind that. Merritt says he feels a federal civil rights investigation is appropriate. In Hearst, Candace White, NBC.
They always quick to close an investigation and say it was unfounded. And they hope that you don't have the resources to take their asses, run it through them, to run them through the ringer. That's what they hope and pray for. Or that you'll lose energy or nobody will advocate for you. That's what they hope. I hope they just keep wearing them the fuck out. And I hope nothing but bad and pain and hurt and violence to the cops that did it. Sorry, not sorry. And any cop like that. I remember that cracker cop, Pete Cook in Englishtown. I think he was either the sergeant or the captain. I don't know the difference. They would target me regularly. They knew my car. I heard them on the phone one day. We got her, the chick from the radio. Yeah, we got her. She's over here by the lake. Her insurance. And it turned out it wasn't my insurance, right? But they were so hyped. They called the tow truck. They called other cars. So he was the captain, I guess, whatever. He comes, get out the car. I'm not getting out of nothing. Oh, you're getting out the car. Really? Well, I guess we both gonna die today. He starts trying to pull the car. I'm locking it. This one I had my Mercedes truck, the little ML, I don't know. I keep locking, unlocking, locking up. He getting frustrated. I roll down the window. He tries to reach in and grab me, and then I roll the window up on his arm because you're not grabbing me. You're not. So I'm calling my cop friends, my lawyer, figuring out, and they're like, just get out the car. We'll deal with it later. Nope. No, I'm not, because they're wrong. The insurance was active. What it was is, I can't remember all of it, but something when you have a previous ticket, there's an insurance tax on the ticket or something. It wasn't what they thought it was. They were trying to make it seem like I was driving uninsured. And that is what justified in that moment them calling the tow truck. So the tow truck comes, like, now they're all, I get out the car because I had called this is what I did. I called my neighbor, Victor Brown. Victor and Pam lived down the street. I said, they trying to tow the car. And you know it, they ain't got money to get it out the tow. Can you come and drive it either to my house or to your house? And because I was like 2 minutes away from my house. So I was just trying to buy time. So Victor gets there. Who are you? I'm her brother, and I'm here to take the vehicle. You're not yes, I am. And his wife is a lawyer. So he gives the paperwork. The tow truck, he goes, well, the tow truck's here now anyway. I said, and it's not getting towed. So I went to the tow truck driver, asked him how much. He said, give me $100. While they talking to Victor and looking at his paperwork, the tow truck driver and drove off. You dumb bitch. And now, how many years later? Peter Cook is a crook and got kicked off the force is on his allegedly way, or I don't know if he's going to jail, went to jail, whatever. They found out that nigga was shoplifting. How you shoplifting? I mean, I know the cops in Englishtown probably don't make shit because there's only 5 of y'all racist motherfuckers in there anyway. They done fired him, took him to court, brought up all these charges saying he was caught in the, I don't know if it was the Target or the Walmart, one of the stores, shoplifting. Come to find out that allegedly he been doing it for. I had a field day when that story came across my desk at the block. I had a field day because I know all of them listen. They all listened to me in the morning because it was a big deal. Is that lady with the, she's on the radio. Well, she's always been on the radio. She was just raising her kid. And they were listening in the morning. I went in on Peter Cook. I called him Peter Crook. I might have even made a song about that bitch. But yup, tried to grab somebody by their neck out the window. This is what they do. And that is why you're off the force, broke, poor, embarrassed. And sorry, your daughter got to be embarrassed because her father is a crook. You always been a crook, probably, more than likely. And here you were trying to hold me to the letter of the law. And all the while, how you crooked? Just like you did, nigga. Yup. Paid that tow truck driver. He was happy to get his little 150 or 200, whatever it was. They saw, Kim, you remember that, right? It went so fast. They were like, where'd the tow truck go? We don't need him any fucking way because he's taking my car and I'm getting in the passenger side. Now. So mad. Philly Chica, do not yell Brenda. How you a grown-ass man? I even tried to be nice to him after that incident because I was hosting the daddy-daughter dance that year, and his doofy ass was there with his goofy-looking ass daughter. And I tried to be nice, and he was still very dismissive. Okay, and now you're the scandal of Manalapan. You're the scandal of Manalo. Scandal of Manala. That's what you are, Peter Cook, the crook. Just a low-life crook, too. That's a raggedy. That's a white trash crook. That's a white trash crooking. Putting your comments up. Always trying to make you think your paperwork ain't right. And we get nervous in the moment. And now with them wilding out like that, if I got a target, nigga, you got one too. This mouth. Forever. So let me go to our next story this morning. And by the way, if you guys ever come across stories or social media shit that you want to discuss on the show, that's the email address. Just drop it at bookandjonesy@gmail.com. All right, let's ask the people. Y'all want to talk? Let's go to, hold on, let me turn the heat down. It's always this time of the morning. Oh, it's the same time. Y'all notice that? Now what? I'm going to turn it off, and then I'm going to get cool. Fingertips turning blue. I'm going to crack the door. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I got all these boxes right here that I forgot to put out. So at least I got the other ones out. Whew. That's these lights. Do we need all this light? Jesus is the light of the world. Orlando Brown was the first to out Jaden Smith, calling him gay. But he says, no. It was not me. He did he. We have the video.
Is gay. His first lover was Tyler, the Creator.
When Orlando Brown said this, it immediately set the internet on fire, not just because of the claim itself, but because it reminded people of a moment that already happened in public. Back in 2018, Jaden Smith shocked fans when he took the stage and announced that Tyler, the Creator, was his boyfriend.
And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my mother boyfriend. Tyler, the Creator, is my boyfriend.
The crowd cheered and laughed. Social media exploded, and debates started instantly. Some believed Jaden was joking. Others believed he was expressing real emotions in his own way. According to Orlando Brown, that moment didn't sit well behind the scenes. He claimed Jaden was later told to stop being so open, suggesting that boundaries were set about how far things could go publicly. Whether Orlando's claims are true or not, one thing is undeniable. That onstage moment gave real fuel to speculation, and it's why this conversation keeps resurfacing years later.
Bieber was grinded on from behind, outside of a kiss.
Shouldn't have did none of that. You're asking me about secret homosexuality.
So should people be aware cameras are on? Like cameras are on?
Jaden Smith is gay. His first name was Tyler, the Creator. We all know he got mad when Tyler, the Creator, cheated on him. He got out there, and then Will was like, nigga, you're my son, bro. You can have your feelings, but you can't be out here like that. He stopped it, shut it down.
So, beyond the basic conversation of Jaden is gay, probably because his father was kissing him on his mouth, forcibly kissing him on his mouth against his will as a child, I believe. I don't believe there's one way of becoming gay for everybody. I believe some people are inherently that, right, on their own. And I believe other people are coerced into it. It's learned. It's normal. They see it in the household. Others, I think, are accosted, sexually assaulted at young ages. And maybe that becomes the norm because adults don't protect them. I don't know. Yep. I remember that too, Chop Girl. They said everything he said was a lie. Yeah. Imagine dating a boy and then your mother wind up cheating with your friend behind your father's back and they're still married. Allegedly. And now people don't even believe videos. Speaking of which, Beyonce, Giddy. I don't think Jaden Smith ever had a chance to be heterosexual, quite frankly. This is why you can't believe video.
To the no, no, no. Come on. Hell to the no. No, no. I want the truth. Hell.
Did you see that? Please play it again. They want us to believe that Beyonce was tasting her mom's gumbo and spit it out. Wait, Willow can't read? That's a lot today.
No, come on, wait to the no, no, no. Come on. No, to the no, no.
And this is why we know for a fact that in real life, even if the gumbo tasted like sour sop socks, Beyonce would have smiled for the camera and act like it was the best barbecue she ever had in her Houston living life. And that's why we need Rumi. That's why God gave you Rumi, nigga, because he gonna bring you to your ever-loving truth every time. And I'm here for them all. You get what you're supposed to get, and you don't get upset. And you got roomy. I'm not against in vitro. But sometimes you got to lay low and just do a little and not get particular. But I like 2 of them. Okay. Thank you, Fendi Flavors. Your order is my command. And thank you for the tip for the cut up. Because it's coming. If I have some place to be, I have to do a long drive. So I can't cut up like that. Then you have beef with Tina. I mean, she said what she said. I said what I said. And people thought that she got me suspended. Meanwhile, I was going out to have surgery on the jaw. People want to believe what they want to believe. But I feel like after a certain amount of years, as long as I don't hear nothing else, right? As long as it's like died down, I can say we don't fuck with each other, but we're not at war. In the words of the Honorable Ja Rule. When did he become honorable? I don't know, but I like him. He was in my first video. Second video. Appreciate you. Fendi Flavors. Let me give you some applause. I can't get him as fast as Giddy. Moving on. Ross Baraka or Royce Reed?
Let's do Royce first.
Okay. Not sure if this is an update or more of the same shit we've been watching, but hey, it's 10 a.m. Do you know where your children are?
The video of his wife, Amy, making claims of Dwight using drugs. Did you witness any of that when you were with him?
Yes. Whew. Yikes. But yes.
Did you witness the powder?
Yes, that's why I left. I did a whole story time, y'all. But I will say, I thought y'all hated me because it seemed like all that was ever posted about Royce was some bull. But then everything that was posted about him was like, he's just this amazing person. He's on all these reality shows. Everybody loves him. Dancing with the Stars. But then you got me, and it's like, here comes Royce again.
Wow. So have you heard from Amy Royce since she made those videos and those claims?
No.
Did you try to warn her before she married him?
I know you saw that video of his wife.
Yes, but she called me crazy, remember? She said I was bitter. She said I wanted her man. He don't even want her.
Yeah, Royce, you've made those claims too in the past. Can you speak a little bit about what you witnessed when you were staying with him in quarantine that made you believe that he doesn't like women, I think?
I don't think it's that he doesn't like women. I just think he likes all people. I'm not sure what letter of the alphabet that is, but yeah, he likes everybody.
Okay, so you've witnessed him with men.
I've witnessed situations where they are moaning together after taking certain, things. I've never actually seen, an act. I mean, luckily I have not, but I've witnessed moaning. Yes, but she called me crazy, remember? She said I was bitter. But they talk about that on like his ex-best friend's like podcast that he has on YouTube.
Okay. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. That's his sexuality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He likes everything.
Okay.
To each his own.
Okay.
One last thing. You mentioned that he's been suing you every year. What's the latest lawsuit that you're facing from him?
Because I did my story time last year.
Okay.
So
the TikTok series.
Yeah. But I mean, that whole suit, was from last year and the judge still hasn't ruled on it. And so his attorneys like are emailing her every single week. They accidentally actually sent me an email where they were trashing me and talking about how easy my case was to win. And then they tried to unsend it. So of course me, you know, I keep everything. I screen grabbed it and I sent it to the judge and I was like, see, but they talk about that.
According to you, that he's suing you every year. Is he trying to see you homeless? He trying to see you destitute? Like that's probably the question that keeps popping in my head.
Yeah. I think one big thing that people are missing is when Amber said the whole thing about everything is under him now. That's exactly what he does. He manipulates you to the point where, you know, he's going to be the man. He's going to be the breadwinner. He's going to take care of you. One thing that he said to me when we first started dating was, can I keep you? And I called him Casper. And I'm like, no, I'm going to work. I've always worked. I worked since I was 16.
According to you, that he's...
So since I never quit my job, he got me on the back end and just litigated me till I was broke. So when people laugh about, oh, you got to go fund me, you broke you. Yes, I am. Because this is what he does. I continued to work and then he took that from me and then blackballed me. As far as Amber goes, she was so in love and she believed everything that he said that he's like, I'm going to take care of this. No, put this in my name. No, I got this. Give me your car note, sell your condo. I don't want you to do that show anymore. Out of love, she's like, you know what? Oh my gosh, I have a man that's trying to really like take care of me. And some people want that. And she did. And now it's a control thing. That's what he does. It's about control. It's not, he says it's about money, but it's about control. So since I never, when you are put in a position to where if you leave, you have nothing, then you tend to go back. And it's sad, but that's why a lot of relationships that are abusive end up like that because people have nowhere else to go. So I don't fault her on that. You know, when I say I give grace to her. I just don't have any sympathy because of what she said about me.
Does he at least provide for your child?
No, he has not paid child support since 2023.
What?
Yeah. And he wants to, you know, go on these other podcasts with these other athletes or men and be like, oh, I was giving her $13K a month only for you to sue me and take it right back. He talks about he gave me this big lump sum at the beginning. Yeah, because he didn't pay for an entire year. So that was back child support. And what did I do? I opened a business. I opened a dance studio. When you are put in y'all never see me walking around in Gucci and all this stuff. You've never known me to be that person.
Can you pinpoint where you think like the relationship went left?
When I left. Like he warned me, just like he warned her. If you ever leave me, I'll make your life hell. And he has. When he realizes that he can't get.
Let me ask you this, Royce, in your opinion, and watching how Dwight's career ended, do you think the way he was behaving, like you say, he behaved with you, behaved with now his ex-wife, do you think that was something that helped get him out of the league and kind of hindered him from getting more contracts, or he just decided to stop?
I think when he took his mask off, I think he is the reason for his own downfall. He started showing who he really was. You know, you can only pretend to be someone for so long.
Yep. Pretend. Then you want to start cursing me out, calling me a beggar. You know I'm not dropping it. You got at least 9 more years. So while we were watching that, I was talking to Lawyer Bay, or at least texting with Lawyer Bay. So she's going to call in because I got questions from a legal perspective with this whole thing. Right? And I kind of got questions about that woman who we just watched get pulled out of her car by them crack-ass cops. I got questions about that because I think that happened in Houston, I think. And Lawyer Bay's in Texas. So she says she'll check in at like 11:15. She'll be back home at 11. So yeah, Royce is at least consistent. And we all go back. You gotta, especially when you have a child with somebody, you gotta give family a shot. But I love the fact that she ain't stayed but a hot minute. She said, I'm not even doing this crazy. And I like the fact that she stayed true to who she was. She let us watch her have these heart-to-heart talks with her father. Remember on Basketball Wives? And she was trying to date again. Remember? What's up with Shawnee, y'all? Is Basketball Wives even still on? Shawnee put that whole shit in motion. She said, I'm going to make lemon meringue pie out of these Shack lemons. Everybody was always against Royce. I always liked her because she was always reading them chicks and telling her truth.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Because I feel like I've seen this lady somewhere before Basketball Wives. Was Royce known before Basketball Wives? And I keep trying to pinpoint where
She was a dancer. She was a dancer for who? The Magic or one of them basketball teams?
Okay, because I keep trying to pinpoint where I've seen this lady from before Basketball Wives, and I can't put it in place.
But would it have been that? Would you be paying attention to dancers like that?
No, not really.
So I don't know. Mo better, yup. That's the psychoticism of me. You catching it seep out every 5 minutes. When you meet someone, do you believe this? I know, right? Yay, Lawyer Bay, right? You meet the imposter, invention, the true person reveals themselves. Yep. So how long do you give yourself to know or to say you really know a person? Because I think you really don't even know a person until they hit rock bottom or close enough to it. And you see how they are in survival mode, right? That's a whole nother side of them. And hold on, like I said, it's going to be cold real quick. I believe that you don't know a person until they have gone through some shit and you've witnessed how they handle it or mishandle it. Number one. Or until they've gone through a season that they weren't expecting. When you see them off guard in the middle and you're able to witness how they manage it and you're like, okay, all right, I might not agree with that, but I see where they were coming from. Or I like the way she handled that. I like the way little sis handled herself, or I like the way my woman handled herself, right? Right? Sunny Skies, she's a pastor's wife, but I hear he's not. Well, okay. 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 No more basketball. Okay. I'm just asking because I stopped. When I moved, the channels were different and I just stopped watching it all. And I used to watch it all. I used to watch Potomac. I used to watch DC. I used to watch the VH1 shows. I used to watch them all. And now I don't even know what channel that is. And if they try to make me pay for another channel, I'm not doing it. Giddy was able to send back my Fire Stick because I got the wrong one for what we needed to do. They said she was in a few videos, Giddy. You might have noticed her in music videos. It's giving Shawnee was an evil puppet master. Okay. But now we see that that's how you had to be. Tyra's movie now, the documentary. There was a show called, I think it was called Reality. It was focused on, and it was scripted. It was like a series. And it focused on the producers, the lives of the producers, and how they had to wake up and manipulate. They would wake up with the thought of, how do I manipulate this cast to get this type of ending today so I can get that type of bonus in my check? But I guess even that was better than dealing with 10 more years with her husband. Royce looks like she had toxic stuff too. Well, you got to know, if he loves everyone, right? And you were in that relationship, your complaint is not that he was with everyone. So be careful when you start sharing, because now we looking at you and pointing them fingers at you. Like you was okay with the share? I don't know a person until they outlast my rage. When the smoke clears and you still here, we meant to be. That's why you like me. I don't think you'll ever fully know someone. Look at how we change every day. I don't even know who I was 2 weeks ago. Shawnee was just featured on Uncensored last week. Did she say anything interesting that we didn't know? Philly Chica, hey, Wigger. Right. Didn't his church fall apart? That's why I didn't say nothing. Because I knew I heard something about him in the church. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Because what I'm not going to do is sit up here and talk about other people's marriages, because what works for them is what works for them. But what I will say is I'm also not going to sit up here and ask strange men. All of you guys that are here watching right now are strange men, right? I'm not going to start asking you about shit that happened in my past relationships and expecting you to have answers. I'm not holding you accountable for those Negroes. Applaud me. Applaud me, because typically I would. I'm not doing that. Steve Harvey, I blame him for that. We started thinking that we can just go to our brothers and have roundtable conversations with them and bring up situations that happened with us and our exes, and they're supposed to have the answers. That brings me no more closer to closure than freaking bad therapy, because you ain't him. And you probably don't even know Negroes like him, or you wouldn't be in my presence right now. Right? Right? Look to your left, look to your right. One of y'all does not deserve it. Everybody is not the prize. We all can't possibly be the fucking prize. How does that work? So either nobody's the prize or we're all the prize? No. No, because he did that how men think thing. He don't know all men. Did you guys find yourself coming out of Steve Harvey's mouth when he was talking about you to us? I'll wait. Men in the live, men in the chat. Don't all answer at once. Thank you, Richard Tate. Appreciate you. I should have said which one, but you shut your damn mouth, Giddy. Men here, did you find that Steve Harvey was correctly depicting you or your crew when he was telling us how y'all act and what to do in the event of? Tap your neighbor on the shoulder and say, neighbor, you're not the prize. Yeah, the question was, did Steve Harvey, to the men out there, when Steve Harvey was telling us women, this is how men think, was that accurate? Or was he just cashing in? Exactly, scam. Right. Right. So I'm not going to sit here and get mad at y'all that y'all can't give me therapy figuring out my past bad decisions. If you were bamboozled by Steve Harvey, you may be entitled for compensation. Wait. Scam call says Steve can't even keep his own kids in line. Sorry ass. Right, Alain, there was some truth. But the problem is too many think it's one size fits all. Right. And then the ones that could give us the truth about their gender are so true to that game called male that we'll never know unless we go through it. There's somebody for everybody. I think it's dependent on who's 20%, the parts that cause conflicts you're able to put up with. And what stage in life you are. Because what if there was somebody for you, but you missed them? Yup. Yep, that part right there. Richard Tate, I'm giving you a... Because what I want to give you is a... ding, a correct ding. He put, right, gaslight in the world, that I know. I'm Miss Didi. He put some men in adult when most men in the doghouse when he was talking that nonsense about the 3-month rule. Yup. The real gag is Steve parades that Lori girl around. Meanwhile, his real twin daughters, he don't seem to flaunt them at all. See? And the nigga won't get out my seat. Can you please go and retire happily, sir, so I can be in my rightful seat in my rightful hometown and rock out for 100 years like you did? The hell? Every time I turn around, they're like, he decided to resign. But you know we love you. You know you're first in mind. Maybe we need to speed that retiring along. Maybe we need that. Maybe we need to start. Where my witches at? I need some Lori Harvey brew going. Hey, brew. Yup. So we can make her fake father's heart palpitate. Then he'll need time off. Jonesy to rescue. Hey. What do you think about Kevin Samuel? I did not like him. I didn't like him. I didn't like how he was talking about women's looks and saying that the looks equated with what they deserve to have based on it. And why I didn't like it is because I wasn't so happy with my looks at the time. And I was like, he's talking about me. But like we see ourselves in the mirror, all of us every day. We are who we are. And I saw a heavy woman that seemed happier in their relationships. So why would he say that? And he knew he had that type of a following. Why not say, some of y'all swole bitches just gonna be swollen alone. Others of y'all, you know, you find it, hold on to it. But it was like abusive, like sort of. Oh, Jawan, I can't turn my sensor off. My people sensor. Steve also set the mess of relationship up with Shirley Strawberry and that fraud she married. Ooh, I heard about that. Scary Spice told me. He was talking everybody's business. He was talking all the BLS business. I can't wait till June. Shirley Strawberry, he hooked her up, allegedly. Steve Harvey hooked her up with someone he knew, a friend maybe. And he wound up being, the husband wound up being a scammer. Why do so many buy into the fantasy? Was he wrong to sell it or they wrong to buy it? Good question. Because people always looking to be led. I think us as a culture, we've always been told, believe in something and it'll get you through the night. I think that's inherently how we have been trained. Our ancestors had to believe in a God that they didn't see. They had to have a faith unyielding in order to wake up the next morning and not chop up all the slave owners' bodies and children's bodies. And they had to believe that something good was coming. But now I think it's to the point where we're poisoned with that shit. Believe, but also like chop them niggas up, especially up off of you and yours. Well, let him go and do a Kings of Comedy part 2, 3, 4, 5, the series. Shit. Oh, and I also told Tasha K to stop saying clear my name. Oh my God. I made it clear. Why? What'd she say? I'm not in no rush though. He could sit there for a little while. I have to say, being away from establishment has helped me tap back into my rare and pure essence. Ding! Ernest was Ebony Man first. Ebony also worked as a co-host on the, oh my gosh. Did she know the tea why she moved on, or did he drop her? Steve on his fifth wife. Who is he to give advice? And yet the books are selling every time. If he were to do a tour today, Steve Harvey coming to the NJ Pack or Bergen, the Bergen place, it would be filled up. It would be like the Jay-Z tickets, because people always want to be led. He met her from his ex, another radio personality, Ebony Steele. And I'm not, I'm trying to get y'all comments. Then when Monique called him on his BS, he cut to a commercial, and not long after his show was done. He's a true sucker. How he ranked 5 on the Kings of Comedy of 4. High for it. High five it. The desire to be led keeps people at the church. Yup. And the church reinforces the need to believe in something outside yourself. It's a reinforced mindset to stifle self-drive. Yup. And then the church goes and gets in bed with politicians. Politicians pay the church to allow them access to their congregations, to sell their propaganda. And if the head of the church agrees with the propaganda seller, the majority of the church does not want to go against. Kevin Samuels made it clear, presentation matters, but the dirt, the struggle builds you. That's your history, and that's what makes you resilient. I always got to get it from the mud. But now I'm ready to sling the mud into my eyes and just snatch some shit that probably ain't mine, but I feel like, give me that shit. Fuck you doing with that shit? I built that shit. Give me that. Give me that too while you at it. Matter of fact, get his shit too. Bring it all. That's how I feel right now at this stage of my life. You said, I dare you to go out on your doorstep and sing, let Jesus Christ, you're moving. You ain't got nothing to lose. So I don't know if I'm leaving this house. I just know that I need to get an additional quarter. But that shit ain't stopping nothing. Let's get these cash apps going. And I'll sing a whole verse. I mean, I'll sing a verse over because I only know one verse. Giddy, why you laughing?
You going down that rabbit hole again?
Let me see.
You know, we in this chat are just as crazy as you and would get whatever done to make it happen.
Let's get some more subscribing. Let's get some more subscribing on the other channel. How about that?
Let me go see what numbers we're at.
So we can finally move Jonesy in the Morning off of Pink Champs, the show, and put it on the Jonesy in the Morning channel. So when we start Pink Champs, nobody's confused. Let's get them cash apps going if y'all want me to go outside and play myself. I'll go from playing myself on the inside to playing myself on the outside. And you want me to play with myself, that's a real cash app request. Hey, you better watch yourself.
You got 131 subscribers over there.
I need 200. Let's go. Let's go. Where they gotta go? Where they gotta go? Ooh, he dropped her from the show, and now she had cancer, and he dropped her. Did he drop her after the cancer announcement or before? Oh, all right. Hold up. Wait a minute. Put Auntie Kimmy Kim in it. She said Ebony was Ricky Smiley's co-host, not Steve's. So did Ricky Smiley drop Ebony, and was it before or after the diagnosis? She was on Virus XM. You mean Sirius XM? Kim Wayans at the Kim Wayans, 32 subscribers, 39 video, new video every Monday. I like Kim Wayans. I don't know why you think posting that in here is okay, but I reposted it. I like her. Actually, tell her I'm coming her way since you want to be posting stuff. Somebody get Robert Greenleaf /T2K. Tracy, if you still in here, can you, or Kim, because since you posting Kim Wayans in here, let her know I need that interview for Pink Champ, sir. Please, thank you. Ebony did go over to Ricky. He honestly helped her. Steve apologized to Ebony later on. Thank you, Ox. And that which I don't deserve, I'm taking that too. I already know I'm going to be an old, mean gangster lady. Kat told Shannon Sharp how Steve really is and who he really is, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, well. Whatever we do, we have to do it now. Before Lloyd Bay calls. Ron P. Oh, he's bringing Keith Kalon on the show tomorrow. Yay. Oh, do you want to do a sports report? Do you want to do sports today or no? He shit on his first wife. That I remember. I know what the laughter was about, even though I'm late to post it. Yes, I think on OnlyFans. Thank you, Grayson. Do y'all know what the other channel is? All right, there it is. I'm going to put it right here. Got to go over to official Jonesy in the morning.
If they just click on the chat, it actually is a hyperlink instead of typing all that.
Oh, okay. Ricky helped her through her process. That's good of Ricky. I don't know much about him except that every time he came to Philly, we'll get Ron P tomorrow too. He didn't have good ratings. Philly is one of those real towns. There's certain markets that just don't go for the corny country. That don't go for that shit. And Philly was one. Philly and New York. Ricky Smiley would never win in New York. And as much as the people running New York radio now ain't from New York and trying to convince New Yorkers that that corny shit is going to win, it won't. But everybody's in an influx at the same time. So Hot's in an influx, trying to get their footing. Breakfast Club is trying to figure out where they land with this new merger with Netflix. And nothing else matters, really. Ain't nobody else even on the blip. They gonna call me the gospel lady, Ulysses? Well, let's see if we can get up to 200 today. That's very encouraging. That would be enough for me. For me. I think, Miss C, I think I'm going to be a mean old gangster lady. Just mad at the world. Not too far from that shit now. I never listened to Ricky Smiley. You didn't miss nothing. You fuck with me, you couldn't possibly have fucked with that. Unless you just needed some background noise while you was driving. They were talking about the pilots that passed away. One was only 30, had been flying since he was, what, 16 or 18? And then the flight attendant that got ejected, the daughter spoke and said she has to have so many multiple surgeries because her mom has so many fractures. And then I don't know, but I felt away. Can you pull up the recording, if you can find it, of the air traffic control at LaGuardia Airport the other day? They didn't, I don't know if I needed to hear it, because it just didn't sound remorseful enough for me. Like they didn't, and I guess you can't take a moment because you got to be alert because the next 2 planes are coming, 100 planes are coming. So it really wasn't the time, but the other one's like, you did the right thing. You didn't do anything wrong. And I guess you got to say that in the moment, but y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up, and it ain't enough for y'all. And it ain't your fault. It's because of him. But y'all voted him because y'all thought y'all was going to be able to call us niggas and not get the shit beat out of you. And now you're getting the beat out of you by people that look like you. Isn't that the irony of God? You knew everything he was about. Y'all knew everything Trump was about and still voted. Because I know there's somebody in here that don't look like me, that voted for thee. Also, you could be able to call black folks out their name and make us slaves again, or so you thought. And now you getting broke up like broke up.
Truck 1 and Company, LaGuardia Tower. Truck 1 and Company. Truck 1 and Company, LaGuardia Tower, requesting to cross 4 at Delta. Truck 1 and Company, cross 4 at Delta. Truck 1 and Company, 4 at Delta. Frontier 4195, just stop there, please. Stop. Truck 1, stop. Stop, Truck 1, stop. Stop, Truck 1, stop.
That wasn't the part that I was thinking of. It was when they were talking afterwards and he was like, it's unfortunate, but you didn't do anything wrong. What part of this is the Paul Mooney? Hey, truth be told. So what had happened? What happened last night on your show? Just the part about me. Nothing. That ain't what I heard. You want to call in? Because that ain't what I heard. I had 13 people in there. Why we the other podcast, Jonesy? We love you. Tell me what y'all say. Because love does not omit. True love does not omit information. For those of y'all like, what's going on? Who's she talking to? I'm talking Truth Be Told podcast. That is the home of our former moderator.
I have the extended version if you want to hear.
Yeah. I'm just watching and enjoying the show.
Before proceed to ramp. Proceed in. Sorry, Truck 1. Stop, Truck 1. Stop. Stop, Truck 1. Stop. 4195, we're staying here.
Ooh!
Delta 2603, go around. Runway heading 2000. Jet 646. Jet 646, I see you collide with a vehicle there. Just hold position. I know you can't move. The vehicles are responding to you now.
Is the runway closed?
Delta 2603, go around. Runway heading 2000.
Alright, 2000, go around. Delta 2603. LaGuardia Tower.
Truck Route 2, runway 4 is closed, correct? Yes, go on to runway 4 now. Proceed on runway 4, you have access. Tower, car 90, runway 422 is closed at this time. 90, roger.
LaGuardia Tower, vehicle 98.
98. 98. Vehicle 98.
Vehicle 98, please show at this time. Runway 422 is closed. I repeat, runway 422 is closed at this time.
And there was an accident at LaGuardia. I don't know what happened exactly, but they just lost 422, so everyone's going to be holding over Proud or vectors in the air with me.
Tower, car 90, LaGuardia Airport is closed at this time. So 2603, runway 3000, go to approach 20.8 now.
3000, over.
2603, 20.8, they're looking for you. Tower, car 90, to reiterate, LaGuardia Airport is closed at this time. No aircraft in or out. Okay. Frontier 4195, you copy that?
Negative, we're holding here.
All right, there's an incident on the field.
Yeah, we saw it now.
Just stand by. All right, there's an incident on the field. We're closed right now. Just stand by.
And I'll have updates for LaGuardia as soon as I get word of the runways are clear and back open. I don't have any estimates right now, so everyone in holding, just let me know if anyone's supposed to min fuel if you need to divert.
Ground Brickyard 3474 is the field shut down now.
Field is shut down, sir.
Roger.
Was that it? Or is there more?
That is it. But I was trying to look. I've heard once the one that you're talking about where he was talking about, he said he made a mistake.
Yeah, he said I made a mistake.
Find that one anymore. Yeah, where he said
Of
he
course,
made
they
a
probably
mistake.
scrubbed that shit because that's for the
It was
lawsuit.
part of that whole thing before.
They probably got rid of it, not knowing somebody got it.
Yeah.
Somebody got it. And we heard you saying go, 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 and then stop, stop, stop. And they just got LaGuardia looking good. Yeah, well, I guess like an ER or a 911 operator, you're trained to not react. Why are we promoting Kim Wayans? What has she done for Jonesy lately? Yeah, that's a hard job. I wonder if he gets like time off now for the whole mental processing of it all. And I only heard about one of the pilots. I didn't hear about the other one. All of this is because of Trump. What that had to do with Trump? Because they didn't have enough air traffic controllers. And I don't know that they ever got back the amount they were supposed to have when he fucked with them the first time. There was only 93, I think, and it was supposed to be, I don't know, but that could have made the difference. Because if you're not there, someone got to cover for you. So that means you're maybe not getting your full, complete rest. And we're all affected by the herky-jerky, shaky movement of this. Oh, I know both pilots passed away, but they're only talking about one. I'm related by marriage, but I ain't fighting that hard. The Wayans trolls. Well, I'm glad that they're here. Tell your sister I need her on Pink Champs. And then she can promote all she wants. But until you do right by me, and let your uncle or your daddy or whomever it is know that I have a great show idea that has Wayans all over it. Starring me, of course. I am the Black Carol Burnett. Me. See what I mean? See, look, he was doing double duty, filling in for somebody. Air traffic control and ground control, which is very difficult. This is the biggest scam of the year, the Jay-Z concert. Why? Why do you need to pay $2,000 for him? Nobody told him and Beyonce to try and flex and put down $100 million cash on a house or take out however they paid for it. Nobody told them to do that, outbidding people because you want to prove that your money ain't new money. And now we got to pay for the second mortgage. Well, I would never pay to see Jay-Z. Why we got to pay for your ego? Why we got to pay for y'all decisions? Y'all better go sell some more of that gumbo or put Rumi on tour. I'd pay to see her. I look forward to the day she starts doing lectures, Mommy Dearest lectures. Calling all, telling all. Them people still ain't paid on the TSA while I work for free. Because he's threatening that they won't have jobs if they don't work. Right. It's the stupidest thing. But y'all want to be scammed, I guess. I don't know. He's not even a good showman. He just stands there. Now I'm putting the heat on. He just stands there. Who would pay for that, y'all? I'm boycotting anybody that is about to buy or has already bought Jay-Z tickets. I'm boycotting. Yeah, Ox Mogul, but at whose expense? They can't strike, they'll be fired. Reagan implemented that rule in the 80s. So why Biden didn't implement it or rescind it? My friend bought front row seats for $460 and she's in a wheelchair. So they didn't charge her because she's in her own seat, so to speak? Beyonce spitting out the gumbo was real. Ron P is in here and he works for the airport now, so he knows everything. And look what he just said. Oh my God. That is not nice. So let's get to the Ras Baraka. Since we are in the last 15 minutes of the show. Keith Cologne is going to be checking in tomorrow. Ron, I didn't even know that was you that put that in there first. And that's what you put in the second time. Thank you. They're going to definitely need therapy. You said the chat is Ruthless Records for real. That's that Philadelphia, that Philly Chica. She comes to get it started. 95 South.
Lies, more lies and lies. Let's go. Boy, in that corner, you should have never, ever tried to answer me because you can't. Incompetent, incapable, can't negotiate, can't do nothing. So shut your mouth, Ras Baraka. Because you don't know what you're talking about. You never even answered the question. And let me tell you, to all my children on TikTok, all of y'all 9 to 15 that been reaching out to Mama Donna, I did not get the check. And I'm not going to get the check because the boy don't got the check. And I'm telling y'all tonight, shut up. Mr. Pennington, shut up. Don't answer me because y'all lie all the time. Let these people know they're going to get laid off June 1. Stop waiting. Let these people know they're not getting their retro pay. Stop lying. How in the world are we appropriating $83 million for 1 month? January 2026. What y'all doing? Where's the money? How we $800 million in debt with the state? Don't sit there looking at me. Y'all just finished paying fines out your own council money because we don't have this right. So now y'all put us in a position 2024 and 2025 are not approved by the state. You don't even need to work on 2026 because we ain't got no money. Look at this litigation tonight. This is because y'all allow this building to be run like a whorehouse. How are we paying $575,000 as a settlement to Miss Woods? Settlement again, $900,000. David Burgos, what's that about? I don't know who he is. Give him his damn check. Settlement. Mr. O'Neill, $182,000. This on your agenda, so don't get mad at me. I'm reading y'all stuff. Now, Mr. Baraka, you want to play games with me? I'm not the one, Negro, because I know what I'm talking about, and this all falls on y'all because you allowed it. Yes, I do. $1.9 million. I'll give you the paperwork. Calm down, relax. So, Mr. Baraka, when I said $5 million, let me undress you tonight. Your office in miscellaneous funds for the year 2025, you sorry sack of suds, $69 million in miscellaneous. And that's why the state rejected the budget, and y'all know it. Y'all know it. The water department, $12 million miscellaneous. Why? Why? Miscellaneous for what? What we stealing? We ain't fixed one treatment plant yet. We ain't fixed the dam up there yet. We had a fire up there, and you keep allowing these contractors. It's nothing but God that them two babies in that East Ward didn't die the other day. But this ain't the first explosion. This ain't the second explosion. Right on South Orange Avenue in Littleton, they wiped out the whole internet. Roman construction. Y'all keep letting these incompetent, non-permit having people operate in this city because that's what y'all do. You putting people's lives in jeopardy. I was in court all day today with this young lady right here. Got there at 8 o'clock. We ain't leave till 1. Y'all don't have the right to let people suffer in this city. People been coming to this mic and you have done nothing. Y'all better find this money, and kids keep calling me because we want the check.
Next speaker.
Don't you love how you can tell when somebody's not lying? We have so much expression and so much conviction. I want to say, I don't know the what do you call it? You, I, she, me, it, he. I don't know the tense for saying sanctified because it's not the sanctification. But hold on. No. Go back. Hold on. Please hold. So what happens? How much longer does he have anyway? Happy birthday again, Georgiana. Should we do the birthdays and just do Georgiana all day? Right. It was giving, I'm pulling out the belt, or I'm taking off the belt. Bye, Ron P. Oh, okay. She didn't stutter at all. That's how you also know somebody's not the pronouns. Thank you. She should teach a course on civic engagement. Oh, I would definitely take it. Did he respond? Ms. Jones, are you into hood novels like The Coldest Winter Ever? I love The Coldest Winter Ever. I read it as a child. Fly Girls from Omar Tyree or Desperate Hood Wives. I never read Desperate Hood Wives, but you know who I used to read a lot? I read Joy Deja King. We were friends. And I would read, she would come on the show. I would read all of her books. And then what was that other series? And they all started with the same word. I can't remember. But yes, why do you ask? You want to start Jones and Tree back up, the book club? And we could do it virtually? You had to read. What high school you went to? High schooler. Jawan, you had to read that Sister Soldier book in high school? I need to know what high school you went to. The sequel was so bad. Wasn't the sequel about the boyfriend or the husband or the... Yes, Voya Blue. Yes. And Terry Woods had the book. Well, I can't remember. Joy Deja King. I used to have all them women coming on the show talking about their books. Donald Goines, not so much, but Sierra, I am well aware of his stuff. Be more careful. Yup. Be more, as in Baltimore. Yup. Zane's were very sex. Zane was the OnlyFans of books. All right, so it's official. So you mean to tell me that all it takes is for Philly Chica to say yes? So say this, so say it's done, and the book club is back on? Yup. John is in. At least I take that as you're in. Grayson, absolutely. Self-aware we are. Self-aware we are. I'm going to applaud you for that. You had no business reading them books. I never liked books like that. I always felt like reading books like that made me feel dirty. It made me feel dirty and low down, dirty and ashamed. Low down, dirty and ashamed and no good. No good, I tell you, buddy. No good. Oh, but Monty, I love you so much. I just love you so much. It was about midnight. Right. I did not like it. I wonder, did she write that or did somebody step in and write that for her? Yes, and Dutch, the trilogy, was Terry Woods. Yes, Quan, D. Coleman, and T. Stout. Yup. Oh my goodness. My 20s and my 30s and my 40s. Cousin Ashley's down with the book club. All right, come on. So now we just got to decide. Should it be a Sunday afternoon, the first Sunday of each month? Second Sundays? I like to see it. We got us Jones and Tree is back. And we got to find a sponsor. Because every 3 months we should meet in person. Oh, and I have the perfect, well, depends on where everybody's at. But we can plan that. Once we get to see who's in our book club, Welcome to Jonesatry, people. You are the original founding members. I guess I must call it Jonesatry too, because my peoples in Philly would kick me if I said you are the original founding members. But if you are a founding member from Philly and you coming along for this ride for Jonesatry, it's Jonesatry again. Yay, 2 girls. Yes, come on. Why see Lauren just float away? It took a lot to speak truth to power. I chose money. I chose show money, stay afloat and stay. Study history and figure it out yourself. Jessica Watkins has a book series called Secrets of a Side Bitch. It's 5 books. It's so good. Okay. So do you guys do the Audible books, or do you like feeling the book cover and the paper and the pages, or do you do Kindle, or what are we doing nowadays? Yay, we got us Jonesatry. I think we already got like 50 people. Move over, A-Marie. No, but she reads like children's book, like educated. I'm coming with the smut, bitch. What? Not all of it is smut. Not a lot of it is smut. It's definitely gutter. It's definitely real for somebody, but I like reading about it. Ooh. Voya Blue, erase this comment now. That's your HIPAA mama privacy. Can't be third party snitching. Like, what the hell? How mom get astray? Yup. Eric Jerome Dickey. Yup. Come on, Mo Better. I think I saw one of the Dutch movies. No, wait. I didn't see the Dutch movies. I saw the one that started the Dutch movie. The first Terry Woods. Did y'all like Kimberly Lawson? I think so. Now you got me going back. And I wonder, did I give away? I think I gave my books away. I did. But it's okay because you can order them on Kindle. I did not watch them. Are they still available to watch? The Prada Plan. Yup. Yup. Remember in Philly, we used to get all the authors to come. Now they just got to log on. How you log in? Fast and on time, I hope. Oh, I'm so encouraged. Like, look at this. I love this. There's so much engagement with the book club. Come on, Jonesatry too. Sundays are all right, good. All right. So all I need you to do is email me your name and put book club or put BC or put Jonesatry or whatever. So I'll know, because I want to have a nice invitation and a nice welcome come to your inbox. So you'll know it's official. And then I'll give you some options of some readings, and y'all can make suggestions when you email me. Make some book suggestions, and I'll share them with everybody. Oh my God. And at some point, we're going to actually do in person. This is so good. So, and see, here's the thing with ordering my book. This is why I advise against it. I'm not getting any money, and they are getting digital money, and they never paid me for a digital deal. So legally, they don't even have the right to do what they're doing, and they're doing it. You can get it from Amazon, but again, I'm not getting no money. But that's not your problem. I just got to sue them. How you suing? Fast. It's called Have You Met Miss Jones? Right? Shay Bella, knock it off. No, everybody got to read, though. Don't start falling off. Jones, are you talking about yourself? Oh, nice. So you got, let me screenshot this for Faye. That's going to make her so, hold on. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for supporting my friend. Choose You. Maybe we should make that one of the books. Remember last week, my friend Faye, Dr. Faye Lewis. And tell me what you think of it. Because I love her, but ain't nobody got time to be. No, reading shit that's going to trigger them. I get triggered, and what happens? I pour it on to y'all, and nobody likes that. We spend the whole first hour of the show of freaking triggers. You're going to have to Zoom in a few meetings. Okay. We can do that. Absolutely. And then I'll get to really see you guys and hear you guys. Can we rotate brunch spots? Why not? I'll even travel. I'd even fly to Atlanta. I'd make a whole weekend of it. Yep, Jones with you 2.0. This is so good. What a way to end the show. I'm hanging around because Lawyer Bay is going to call at 11:15. You guys can stay if you want. If you can't, I understand. I'll pre-tape it and we'll play it back tomorrow. This is so dope. Yay, look at us. Knowing and growing. And how you booking? Seneca E. Look, this is a lofty goal for me. I used to love to read. That was my thing when I go on vacation. But I don't know. Now when I get in a still position in the sun, I fucking go to sleep. Now, it could be what's on my little bitch bottle, right? It could always be that. But on the flight, I got my Kindle. I got two, and I think they're old. I think I need to do something. Hear this cat come jumping like he knows it's 11 o'clock. Did y'all hear him just jump off of his perch? Hi, sweet baby. Hi, I see you. You just want a snack. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me get him a snack. He is trained. What you gonna do when we go on vacation? And ain't nobody here to snap you up. Move, go. Go.
My friend Lisa Carnegie. I say, I didn't think that you'd be able to gain the weight back like this because I'm thinking your stomach stays the size of the shot glass or whatever. So no matter how much emotional snacking you're going to do, your stomach is dictating that you can't snack but so much. This is terribly embarrassing for her. Ugh. Hello.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Hi. How are you today?
Okay, yourself?
Good. I'm glad you're here. So what's your monthly beauty?
Wow, it's like $600. It's like $300 for my hair, $70 for nails and pedicure. $100. I don't wear makeup, but I do the regimens. It's like $100. I like you. I wasn't even thinking about it. That's a lot of money you spend in a month. But
exactly.
Woman, you gotta do it.
You do have to do it, and even after you thought about it, won't you still continue to do it?
I have to. You gotta go out in the public. You have no other choice.
Exactly. I'm not backing down either. I just gotta work harder to make more money or something.
Exactly. You can't go out looking like a chia pet. You gotta do these things.
Exactly.
So, it's expensive.
Exactly.
It's almost rent.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. It's Michelle from Scarlet and Offer.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Okay, Wendy. Monthly beauty?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. St. Ives, Freeman's, $4.99, Dwayne Reed.
I do that too.
I get so many compliments on my skin, Wendy.
Yeah, I do St. Ives and Freeman's too, but there's something happens between the 1st of the month and the 30th of the month that my monthly beauty bill does not reflect that I'm a St. Ives Freeman girl, although I am, and I love Cetaphil also.
That's what I was going to say. That's my second thing, and the Cetaphil moisturizer.
All right, so what's your monthly?
About $30.
Oh, gosh.
Pedicure every 2 weeks, eyebrows every 2 weeks.
You got natural hair.
My hair's braided for the summer, Wendy.
Okay.
Humidity.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Humidity.
I mean, come on, what are these girls spending?
Humidity.
Tracy says hi.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Michelle. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good. I'm so thrilled to have gotten you on the phone. My name's Wendy, too.
Oh, good.
We've got to talk about the beauty booty because...
So, just so you know, the kid has always had the Wendy files, and we together are going to be engaging and indulging in the Wendy files on Jones and After Dark. Hey. Hey. So, how you doing? Better now Better now, because you guys are going to be in my book club 2.0. I just won. The Wendy Ball. That's so cute. Yeah. Yep. And I think once I start playing it, somebody from her camp is going to get wind and they'll reach out. This is like my clarion call to my old mentor / friend, Nami. I don't know. Right. You heard her, right? Through the phone. She knew $30. You're not getting shit done with your hair. Ha! Even back then. Oh, Sunny Skies. I am sorry to hear that, but I'm happy to have helped. Child, I was... I'm glad that my trials were able to help somebody. After all, isn't that... Mr. Curtis, did you get your package? If not, you'll probably get it today. Helping somebody else. That's the only thing that helps me get through. So we're going to be doing the Wendy files. And I have so many. We're going to have to find a way to clip them. Because I can't give you all of it. Because I'm going to sell these babies. Yup. I'm selling these babies. I think I could probably get 1.5. What y'all think? How you selling? To the first bidder? I will do an update. Boy, they pushed it to 11:20. Was there no Jones you have to talk last night? No. Because I had to stay off. I had to stay off mine last night because I would have been, I don't want to keep saying the word triggered, but I would have been, what's the word? When you listen to the little devil on your shoulder. Is that a word? You listen to little devil?
Enticed?
Thank you. I would have been enticed to go to the dark side and go to the Truth Be Told podcast and hear myself be talked about and lied upon. So I said, stay away from all things digital. Go and take a nap. Oh, James Kelly, my good news email was that I was invited to host this year's Mother's Day brunch for the Lynx of Bergen County, right? I'm so excited. You know why? You know why? Because they are a different type of woman. Like they're a different type of woman. And I've been going to their events and I just love their events because they're like, I feel fancy schmancy when I'm amongst them. And it's fun to play dress up. And it's fun to be around other dressed up women. And at the end of the day, no one's being snooty patooty. They're just fly women that are all comfortable in their skin and projecting tempted. Yes, tempted, influence, all those words of 11:11. Everybody say a prayer or make a wish. $11:11. Keep going. Keep going. I'm not going to interrupt you, but it is 11:12 now. Tempted. Yep. Provoked. Yep. You said 1.5. No, someone's going to want to buy these files. Because I know obviously one station don't have copies, and I'm pretty sure the other one wasn't that meticulous. Calling all. Huh. Let me find out she be my way out of the hood. You're not in the hood, you're in the Oscars. Grayson, so all you have to do is go to, we talked about this. Go to, let me see if it works. Courtney said she did this last night. Bergen links. Mother's Day brunch. Yep, it's here. Go to Give Butter and go to Mother's Day Luncheon 2026. Bergen County, New Jersey links. Thank you for coming to support. They're upscale and beautiful women, yes, and they do so much civically, socially, and otherwise. So for them to pick me, I mean, I'm definitely on brand because I'm definitely a community service girl, and so are my kids, and have been since they were little. But yeah, just to have been recognized, you know what I mean? Especially to be recognized now when I'm not necessarily attached to an institution. Applaud me, please. Right? So I know you're probably saying, that's it. But for me, that's it. So thank you for asking and remembering. Claudette, did I send you a t-shirt? I think so. Yes. Let me make sure because I'll remember by the address. Nope. Sorry. So can you email me your address and your order again? No wonder I have extra pieces. Just not Che Bella's. I only had half of her order. Somebody robbed me. I think it was that damn Mel. We got to watch him better next time. All of us have to watch him.
Not watching security. Hey, is it approved? I can put this on. I don't know. Is it approved?
I guess because it's out there for the public. So it's just like us grabbing a flyer off of a public site and posting it. I'm excited because I'm hosting. And I'm super excited because now we're posting. So goofy. Yup, I'm going to get that $1 million off of my friend.
This is an expensive proposition, sweetie.
Yes.
I have been in the beauty business for 1 million years and have been a junkie with the treatments and all that. However, went from making a lot of dough to not having a lot of dough.
Okay.
And it's amazing how creative we can get.
Yes.
I'm waxing places the sun never shone because I was doing it before Brazilians were available.
Right. So now, when you were making dough, how much was your beauty regimen a month?
I went from probably spending about $1,200 a month to now spending probably $250.
And you.
Okay. So this is a place where me and her don't relate. And maybe in hindsight, I should have spent more money on my beauty regime. But are we spending money like that and what for?
I'm sorry. I have an issue with spending $60 for a haircut.
As you should. Because I know people expect because you don't have a lot of hair, but they're charging. After COVID,
Yeah, I was
the
like,
$25 cut has gone up to $50.
yeah, it's ridiculous. And for no reason. You ain't doing nothing different.
Right.
You know, special clippers you're using, you're still doing the same damn thing.
But who
It's
are
crazy.
the haircut police? Who are the body thing police to regulate?
There's no regulation. We need to start a protest.
I agree. So say it is, so say it's done. Stay tuned for the start of the protest of beautifications and barbers. Beauty shop, beauty parlors and barbers. We are boycotting. Right? It's an honor. And it's Women's History Month when I got asked. So let me have my my happy moment of hosting New Jersey, the Bergen County. I said New Jersey, the Bergen County Links Mother's Day luncheon. Thank you, Claudette. I'm sorry. What you gonna do with me? Although, while I don't see it here, I might have pulled it up. No, but if I pulled it up, let me see. Let me see. What's that? Oh, hold on. I was on the wrong email. Wait. Oh, I already got our first book club sign up. You ain't playing around. Thank you, Sunny Skies. Sunny Skies will forever be the first of the second. Yay. Here you go. Yep, I got it. Hold on. Let me make sure I got the size. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Probably still look just as good, right?
I hope I'm fabulous. I'm engaged to a hot sweetheart 10 years younger than me.
Wow. All right, so you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. You know, you gotta make it work. You gotta be beautiful, but you do learn shortcuts. Instead of doing highlights and all the different colors, you do the one color with a couple of highlights. Big ups for that.
Yes, yeah. All right, thanks for calling.
All righty, bye.
Bye-bye. Hello.
What's up, Mike? What's good?
How you doing?
All right.
So what's that monthly beauty grooming bill?
My grooming bill, it runs me about, I'd say about $90 a month.
Well, that's not bad.
You know, nice little haircut, you know, twice a month, shape up twice a month.
Do you buy cologne?
Yeah. You know, I gotta keep the smell good, you know.
Yeah. What do your smells run?
My smells can run me anywhere from about 25 and up.
Well, oh yeah, but you don't have to replace that monthly.
No, I don't.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Hello.
Hello, Wendy.
Hi.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
Oh my God, I'm such a Wendy.
Thank you. So I'm asking about your monthly grooming.
Yes. Me first.
That didn't even sound like her towards the end of her on air, right? Not so much. So I'm going to send you what I have, Missy. And if it doesn't fit, gift it to someone else, okay? Just because I've had your order for so long. But I think it'll fit you. Let me put this in here now, child. Is this north? The north part of where you of what your city is? With my beloved Puerto Ricans. And I will send you the size you want when I get the next shipment in. in case this one doesn't fit and you wind up gifting it, okay? Are you good with that? Hi, Nia. The Pink Champs t-shirts are, how much are they? 25, 30? Yes, I sent her the link while we were watching the video. Thank you for your grace, Claudette. 25. It's 25, Nia. And this is it. The new one looks a little different. There's a difference in the new ones. Oh, man. You remember where you were during that. She's coming now. Giddy, if she comes in. I'll show you the difference. Because now my desk goes up and down my spine. This is the old one. And the new ones look like this. So you see the difference? Wait, here we go. It's like grayish blue. And the wine glass is different. The wine glass has like bubbles in it. This one is like different bubbles. What size is this hoodie? This is a large. And I need 2X. And we didn't get any hoodies with Jonesy in the morning. Nobody must have ordered. And this is a small Jonesy in the morning. And I have a couple more in the room. I hope Kathleen responds and sends me her address. If not, I'm gonna have to bust that package open because she got a lot of stuff in there. She got hoodies and t-shirts and let me see what she ordered. Mobetta, I got yours right here. I don't want to put your address on, but it's right there. Ulysses, you should have gotten yours by now. Kathleen got Pink Champs hoodie, t-shirt, Jonesy the Morning t-shirt, or medium. So that wouldn't serve us. Hi, beautiful. Look at you, cute girl.
Jesus, I then ran in from the gym. I was like, oh, let me get the wig. Let me put on the hat so I ain't got to shift it any kind of way. So
I appreciate you going through all of that for us. And I love your discipline, girl. You be in that gym.
Listen, I ain't got no choice. I got to either stay in the gym or go fight people physically.
But
so I'm not getting deployed. I'm not getting deployed to the war. No.
You know what? I never asked you anything about yourself. Are you married?
No.
Are you dating?
Married. Yes, but it's really ghetto. Really ghetto. So
ghetto can be good and exciting. Not. Has it been a long ghetto?
Yes, some strategically. I am very big on mental health and my peace, and I will take long breaks from dating because energies. Yeah. So, but you know, when it happens, it's gonna happen. But right now, like, you can't come in disturbing my peace. Not at all.
Do you find that a lot of the same people are attracted to you?
Oh, it's a mixture. The ones that approach me are the ones that are the typical confident, and it's always the entrepreneurs, the ones that got to sell themselves anyway. So those are the ones that typically are not afraid to approach. The ones that are afraid to approach are the ones that typically are the 9-to-5s, the professionals, those kind of individuals. So it's a mixture, but the ones that are bold enough and have confidence are the ones that typically are entrepreneurs.
And are they the ones struggling with the mental health?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because when you are an entrepreneur, you don't have a lot of set structure. So when you come in, when a person who is an entrepreneur that really don't play about their mental health and their peace, it's definitely a stickler, because some people don't know how to properly communicate. They don't even know who they are. So how can you expect somebody to know how to actually treat you when they don't even know how to treat themselves?
That's a gem. That's a gem. So do you think that social media plays a role in it too, and that the rules have slackened up as to courting?
Yes. And I would say this from a professional standpoint. Men typically think that we have it all put together. We don't need. So when they come in and they get the sense of, oh, these women are very much self-sufficient, where do I fit in the equation? The same way you fit in the equation with the Instagram thoughts that you courted, and you ain't had no problem opening doors and opening your wallet and doing all the things that men are accustomed to doing. Don't just think just because a woman has it or you don't think they need it, that you get to relax. So they come very relaxed.
Do they think that you're what do they call it? That you have too much mouth? Do you find that to be said about you often?
They think that I do, but when they come in, I compromise. I listen. I am very much so the traditional submissive woman. However, if you don't know how to handle, because a lot of men say, "Oh, I want you to be submissive. I want a submissive woman. I don't want," and when you get it, you don't even know how to handle it, because they feel like, oh, she's in this dominant profession. No, I don't come home to argue. I don't even want to talk about the law when I'm at home. I like to be one with each other. Let's talk about other things, because if you want to talk about something that I've been arguing all day over, you got to go too, because they always want some type of advice. I'm done with the advice today. You give me some advice. You the leader. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. That's interesting. I think it's just so fascinating that you're an attorney, but you're also I feel like a Southern girl.
Oh, yes. Very much Southern.
And still like our home girl. You know what I mean?
Yes. It's like the best of both. It's the best of both worlds, or all worlds. And that's one of the things that my exes have a hard time detaching from, because when I take them from the relationship to the friend zone, they don't know how to adjust, and that's not my problem. You have left the chat. You're no longer in the chat. But that's also how I developed single-in-law. We are still pitching this reality show to show the real side of lawyers, because people think that we are, just these structured and these No, we are the home girl. We just know how to go into court and be the court's home girl and know how to get what we want. But when we come home, we are very much soft, but men don't know how to switch because they have this perception. And I'm not in the game of changing your perception. So your perspective, you better go to a therapist to do that, because
right. You're the lawyer, not the doctor.
At all.
Wow, I love to see it. They were asking about you. They have been asking.
She's
been busy.
Sorry,
She's a lawyer.
y'all. Sorry, y'all. But I promise the schedule is getting more flexible, and when things happen, like people get into a crisis, you're like, okay, I'm the point of contact and I know what to do. And when people like, oh, I don't know, calm down. I got you. She looks like she will cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and sue you and get away with now, Billy, let me tell you something. I've had to sue an ex. My high school sweetheart, I had to take him to court. And I won.
What?
Because my mom put him on a cell phone plan when we was in college. And when I broke up with him, he took it out on my mom's cell phone plan. I said, I'm going to pay it because it's my mama. But yeah, we went to court and he had to pay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I don't like to sue the people that I'm in a relationship with, but if you nuck, I'm going to buck. Sure is.
Well, listen, I asked you to come on today. I'm the queen of, well, I don't want to say the queen of suing friends, but I had to sue a college roommate.
Oh, yeah.
For storing my things in her apartment, knowing good and well that she was being evicted. And we're home in New York, and that was Syracuse, and they threw all of our shit out on the street, and I lost all of my things.
No, we going to court.
Yeah, so do the right thing, and we don't have to wind up there.
Yeah, like what's her name? Misa tried to do Mary J. Blige, and yeah.
So since you brought that up, what are your thoughts on that? Because I kind of feel like Mary always gets in these relationships with men and lets them control her, and then she, in my opinion, loses a little bit of herself each time. And this time it happened to involve her friendship with Misa. And she knew that was Misa's artist. And you just can't, because you like this guy you with and he sees a shiny toy, you can't just snatch it off your friend's shelf because you happen to be in her house because you're her friend and give it to him.
I have mixed feelings about it because on one side, I think that celebrities have a different way of how they operate. And I think people merge friendship and business together too much in an industry that is all about business. They will cut you and then show up to your party and drink your food eat your food and drink your wine and then be like, oh, we cool again. No, but don't ever think that friendship should not be a reason to go and get what's rightfully yours. However, I do think Misa, how do I say this? I don't like her approach. I didn't like her approach. I felt like she was doing it to be messy. I don't think she was doing it to seek anything because ultimately it was dismissed. So if you're doing this to try to smear a name, we all take L's. We all take L's. That man was no value. He lost his value. So you are going after a friend based off of someone that does not even have the value that they once possessed, or even if they possessed it at that time. I'm not going to waste my time going after a so-called friend. I would let that friend go. I would take that L and I would keep it moving. I just felt like she moved a little grimy in this by trying to bring it to the public opinion court, and it backfired on her because everybody loves Mary J. And you are doing this at a time when your baby dad is in court and they see you going up there to support what people think is a predator. It backfired, and I don't feel bad for her.
Okay. All right. You don't know this because you probably don't know me, but everybody don't love Mary over here.
And that's the thing. And I think
Mary stole my whole shit coming out as recording artist. She stole my whole.
Listen.
So
and that's the thing. The public opinion court has its own perception because we don't know the back side of things. That's why you have to be very strategic in how you maneuver with people that have so much public love. 50 Cent, people don't too much care for him where y'all are. But to the world, they think he's funny as fuck.
Oh,
but
we love him.
But they don't understand what he's doing, what he has done in the past to certain people that has caused them to have such a distaste. but to the world, like, oh, this is so you have to, the strategy about crisis and how to handle people that are behind the scenes very demented is very strategic. You got to know when to move, how to move, and how to actually plant it. You can't plant it at the wrong time because it will never land.
And it doesn't mean that she's not right, but
Exactly.
timing and perception
is
everything. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. They said they want to know, have you ever dated someone whose case you were assigned to?
Hell no. Hell no. I've never dated anyone that, hell no, because client, I don't date people who try to do business. I am strictly like if it's a personal relationship, that's different. But if you come in trying to do business and then try to date me, that's a no. If I'm paying for a service and you try to date me, that's a hell no. If you assigned to, that is the absolute no. If you are a former client, that's the absolute no. So it's very strict over here.
Okay. Look, I love that you are self-aware. You know what you want. At least now you know what you want. And you know that will probably change as you change. But for now, what the woman that got dragged out of her car that was driving her 15-year-old son to get a haircut. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, that's actually up the street from me. Hearst is up the street from me.
Can you please explain why that case was dismissed, or not dismissed, but it was found unfounded and they closed it up?
So the officer, she filed a complaint, which is the proper steps to take in order to hold an officer accountable for excessive force and constitutional violations. This particular police department has a history of discrimination and being very biased towards minorities. So even though she did the proper steps, you can also predict how they're going to respond. It's not uncommon for this agency to do so. And with hiring a civil rights attorney, you just want to make sure that you've done the proper steps and you are continuing to take every avenue afforded to you. So with him with the department deciding not to investigate the officer for an internal affairs violation, now you have opened up your ability to seek justice elsewhere. So that's the reason why she hired Lee Merritt, and they're going to pursue it on the federal level. But it steps to that, because outside of that, she don't have to necessarily just depend on the agency. You have the Texas Rangers that you can submit it to. You have the authority of the Attorney General's office that you can submit it to. You also have the local district attorney's office that you can submit it to. And what they don't understand in the state of Texas, under Section 52, which is in our is a statute and a code in criminal procedure, if all those entities decide that they are either going to conflict themselves out or they don't feel that there is probable cause based on his behavior, you can then submit your probable cause affidavit to a magistrate judge or a judge to have them investigate. So it's more avenues that a lot of the public don't know. No one knew that, if y'all don't want to do it, let me go to an actual judge that can execute this. And then now y'all have to investigate. And this person, if a judge finds that probable cause exists, then an arrest warrant should be following it to have them arrested.
Thank you so much for clarifying, because when we saw her talk about it, I was like, I would be way more distraught. But now I know that Lee Merrick is letting her know what you just let us know, that it ain't over, baby.
Yeah, it ain't over. It ain't over. And a federal lawsuit, what we know about this particular case in the state of Texas, littering, and when somebody litters that are loitering, that's a citation. That's not an arrestable offense. And his policies and procedures also state the way that she can she can reject the acceptance of a ticket. She can also reject taking a physical copy of said ticket. An officer, once a citator don't receive or decide that they're going to reject how that information comes to them, is already in the system. They know that they are subjected to a fine.
Right.
They can't avoid that. So when you decide that you're going to throw it in her car, you violated officer policy and your department's policy. You cannot do that. You are supposed to leave. And if he would have left like he was supposed to, none of that would have happened.
But his ego, just like the guy that shot the lady in Minneapolis, it was the ego because the wife told him to fuck off. And then he said, bitch. Yes, the ego.
It's always the ego. But I think a lot of people have to understand that patience is what is going to be required when things like this happen. You want the public to be aware, but you also want to understand that patience is going to be required, because justice will be afforded. It's just not going to be an instant. It's not instant.
Okay. As long as we know, we're going to watch, because that's us. They were like, that reminded me of you. You always taking your 17-year-old son somewhere, or they're going somewhere. So that was me. And then to hear her talk, I'm like, yeah, that's definitely our kind of people. They want to know if you heard about the nursing home rape in California with the lady that had dementia.
Oh yeah, that's the nursing. It's been 2 years, I believe. I think it happened back in 2023, so it's going on 3 years. There is no reason why the district attorney's office within that county has not prosecuted this individual, and the allegations are that they are withholding the prosecution because they are afraid that more things like this happen. The only reason why we know is because her daughter was smart enough to put cameras inside of her mother's room, because for safety reasons, to keep an eye on her mother, things like that, in which you are allowed to do so in nursing homes. You are allowed to do so. So if we didn't have that video, he probably continued to do so.
Yeah.
So not only is that location going to be held liable in the civil aspect of it all, I don't know if they've settled yet, but they're also going to be liable. I mean, the individual who has been charged is going to be held criminally responsible. This delay is a problem. That's why when people don't understand district attorney's office, when a DA is up for re-election, that is the most powerful person within your county. You want someone that is going to do what justice demands. Delayed justice is not justice. Delayed justice is continuing to traumatize victims and also wrongfully accused. So it's a double-edged sword. But this individual who was elected is not doing their job, and people like that have to go.
Are the people speaking out and rallying against the prosecutor or the DA?
It just started to pick up steam. So I think I saw it about a week or two ago. So it just started to pick up steam, but it is something that requires, one, when you have an attorney that's on the civil right or the civil side, you should also want this attorney to have resources that is going to bring this to the forefront, because it just can't happen in the courtroom. Yes, the courtroom is where everything is going to be laid out on the table, but you want to make sure the media and platforms is aware of what's going on, so that the pressure can be applied appropriately, so that delays like this cannot continue to happen.
Facts. The COVID vaccine being a known scam now, will there be a chance for us to file a class action lawsuit?
Listen, Trump, I feel like Trump and that the PD files unfortunately did this to keep us from the first initiative of the Epstein.
Okay.
If you notice, Epstein was unalived in August. Right after, we have the new information that documents started to be purged and trashed. Then we get the first notification that a corona issue started at the end of October going into November. December cases started to show up. By January, people started to have these effects. We had people who were getting sick prior to it actually becoming a thing. And now that this particular week, especially, we are 6 years removed from when we officially shut down.
Yep.
So, to me, these viruses are controlled in laboratories. The only way things like this can get out if it is brought out by individuals that have care, custody, and control. I wholeheartedly feel, in my opinion, this was another effort for the noise surrounding the massive corruption and the massive trafficking and assaults of young women and young girls at the hands of the former president at that time, which is the current sick president. It all aligned. It all lined up to take the focus off of that and redirect it to continue to cover up the scheme and the scam. But hey, let me tell you something about God. God does not delay. He shows up right on time. And he shows up in a way that you can't deny what is going to come out anyway.
So what do you think the final outcome of this is going to be? Or are we going to be stuck with him for the duration of his term? Have they corrupted? They're talking about having ICE at the polling booths. Do you think that we're going to be stuck with him? Or do you think that we'll get power of the House and the Senate and be able to impeach him?
We're definitely getting power up both of the House and the Senate. I wholeheartedly believe that. We're seeing yesterday with the election in Florida, we flipped 2 Republican strongholds in a special election. That is one is Mar-a-Lago's base. It is where Mar-a-Lago is located. So the whole SAVE Act is focused around reducing the amount of people that can actually vote. However, what they're seeing is majority of Republicans don't have a passport. A majority of the people that voted for this sick monster don't have the proper documentation. So hopefully the Senate does the right thing and bypass that. That's why he's holding out on the TSA agents in order to flush them out, so that he can bring in the private entities that they have put on the Project 2025. This is all a plan that they have aligned. So when we get to November and we have this massive shift, they're doing everything in their power to prevent it. But I want people to understand that we need to wait until he gets out of office to attempt to prosecute him. That way he has no power. He cannot pardon himself. He cannot pardon his friends. And it's a free and clear lane. And I will bring back Jack Smith into the mix. I will put him back in that seat so that we can finally get the justice that this country demands by electing such a disgusting, deplorable, demented president into office. And also, the states have power. It's time for the state to actually prosecute, because they can't keep them from prosecuting them on the state level. So these Democratic states need to get in line, get information, investigate these pedophiles to see if they ever showed up in their city, their county, their towns, and bring charges, because you can get them on the state and the federal level, but the state is going to be the first slice at the apple.
Wow. All right. Look, I'm encouraged now. Thank you so much for... Yeah, you answered all the questions. No, and you leave me encouraged, because I'm like, now they're cheating with the poll booths. Now they're gonna have ICE manned out, and nobody's gonna want to come out and vote. But maybe that's to the better, because it seems like the Spanish people vote white anyway.
Listen, I don't. To anyone that is Spanish that is watching, this is not to you if you did not vote for him. The man has made it very clear that he don't like Latinas, he don't like the Spanish people, but he used them because the lack of fundamental understanding. The proximity to white with Latinas and Hispanics have severely fucked them up. And when you think somebody is for you and they show you on a second go round, no, a third go round, because he lost the previous election. Well, he stole both, so it's not. He ain't never went. He is not a legitimate president in my eyes, based on the law. Yeah. But you have to make sure when you are looking at the individuals that have voted for him, look how much damage they are receiving on the back end. There's always warning before destruction. They made a choice to not listen to their intuition and not listen to the God that they say they serve. Now, the God that they lied to, saying that they serve, is showing everyone that decided to defy the truth that this is what you get.
Will he be able to suspend the election because of the war?
He's attempting to, but you have to have
Congress. He was supposed to have Congress approval. Yeah, so how are we still at war? Why are the soldiers still listening to him and they have not gotten the approval from Congress to even be fighting?
Listen, here's the thing. You got to look at the people who are still supporting him. There is people that's still in Congress that are in the files, that are named, that are identified. So it's not by shock to me that they are continuing to perpetuate this, the support of this criminal. But you're seeing slowly, for surely, you're seeing these individuals come to their senses, because this is not the identity of the Republican Party. Trump brought these people in utilizing white fear. And this is something that Roland Martin has been on the trail of educating us about what white fear is.
Yes, he has.
White fear is to remind you, because what they want to take that out of your short-term memory and they want to put it in your long-term memory. How you do that? You continue to push it and you continue to say it and you continue to broadcast it, because you continue to do that. It's in your long-term memory, no longer in your short-term memory. That is what white fear has been doing, and it projecting, and has been successful to a certain extent. So I don't know what to tell y'all, but Black people always try to tell y'all what it is, because we done been through it and it's still going through it, but we have such a resilience and we know how to overcome. That's why so many other minorities are in such a panic, because they have never suffered at the hands of white fear.
That's a word. That's the only reason.
Only reason.
They see it Uno reversing to them now.
It is reversed, and we are.
You need something from the store?
Girl, my nail broke. I'm going to the nail shop. We didn't bomb. Oh, girl. Child, look at that. I know my ancestors up there like, y'all better sit this one out and show up where you are needed, not where they want you to show up, because we got our own issues that we have to continue to build on a base that now, with all of these media outlets that are now silencing the voices of minorities, we have a perfect opportunity to capitalize on it and build our own platforms like you are building. It is the perfect time, because now that we've seen what Netflix and iHeartRadio, iHeartMedia has messed up on some of these big platforms, it is the perfect time for Black and minority media to get in the field.
Yep. I totally agree. And sometimes you don't recognize it. You're like, what? Me? Okay, I'll leave. But then you're like, you know what? That's God working, because I know I'm a soldier and I know he made me a soldier. So now it's time for me to soldier, and it feels a little uncomfortable at first because you used to getting that regular check.
Yep.
And even though you know you still are, ultimately the contract gonna run out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it feels so good because I could never ever have someone like you come on that program and talk like this.
Listen, and it's so funny because that's one of the reasons why I love being on Roland's show. I'm a regular there on Monday nights because I get to utilize not only my book smarts, but where I come from in order to educate. When we talk like us, that's the reason why they have a problem with Jasmine, because she can relate. She does not talk over your head. She meets you right there so that you can understand it. And that's what they don't want. That's why certain platforms have gotten away from the minorities, because we meet you right there. Because we are able to communicate in a way that they would never, because they've never learned the fundamentals of how to effectively communicate, because their way of communicating is trying to be a dictator. That's never going to be the status quo.
Nope. They want to tell you what to do, and that's it. Why? Because I'm white, I'm in charge, this is my country, and it's always going to be this way. Not no more.
It's not. No, that is over. That is dead. And if we are not taking advantage of that, that includes, we have to own our brands. We have to protect our brands. We have to have the structure. We have to have the right team. We have to collaborate. We have to work together, because when we bring each other on our platforms and we showcase who and what, that draws even more viewership and more people in to say, oh, I have this avenue, but I also have this avenue. Let me go check this one out. We have the market is so wide open that there is no reason why we cannot succeed.
There's no excuse.
None.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love having you on. I hope you'll come back next week.
Yes, I will.
All right. Everybody.
This time. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you, sis.
You're welcome.
Lawyer Bay, everybody. That was worth the stay. Really worth it. I'm sorry, Giddy. I held you over.
No, I'm looking at somebody's server. Sorry. But that was good. I was listening.
Yeah, she's what we needed, especially to close out. Yep, Sunny Sky is very informative. Yep, thank you, gentlemen, for encouraging her and supporting her, and ladies as well. The spook who sat by the door is an excellent read. Okay, put it in the email, because you know when we close this chat. Yep, that was real good. Thank you. We'll replay this at the beginning of tomorrow's show. So if you're running a little late,
okay.
If you're running a little late, people, we'll replay that whole Lawyer Bay interview at first, so you have some time to get to class. All right, so people, thank you for your time. I love you for watching. I love you for listening. I love you for sharing. And hopefully I've given you something different. Thank you to Kim from Harlem, and thank you, Giddy. Thank you all for your donations. At some point last night, and I have to, who was it? Verana, I think that's her name. She kept trying with that Cash App. Georgiana's kept failing. Cash App was the devil yesterday. It kept getting kicked back. All the donations you guys were giving for Jones and After Dark, Cash App was kicking them back. Finally, at like 10 o'clock in the night, they started allowing the Cash Apps to start coming through.
It must have been 24 hours from the time that they were trying to send to you for Jonesy After Dark.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, yeah. That seems about right. Yep. So, all right, guys. Be well. I've got some things to do today. A long drive ahead of me. And I don't know. I might pop out tonight. I might. Actually, you know what? I can't. I have a very important meeting. I'm bringing back some tea for you all tomorrow. This is the Albie Shore. You know, when we whisper, that means it's good.
I was about to say that.
Thank you. Say who you are. Because be who you are and say what you feel. Because those who mind, they don't matter. And those who matter don't mind. Thank you guys. Love to see it. Trying to get all your comments before I go. Yup, Richard. Yup.